You know, it's funny. The whole time I was talking, I had the damn mic on mute. I tell you, every time I do a show, it's always something. I know people are laughing like, unmute the mic. Ha, ha, ha. That's funny. Well, I digress, and I'll just start all over. Anyway, and I was sitting there jamming, doing some AC/DC just now, and that's the kind of intro that I wanted to do, but I had the mic on mute, so you couldn't hear the damn thing. Son of a gun. It was a good intro. It was a good intro. It was a good idea of that. Anyway, hello, welcome back to the Cave, Weapons Cave. I am the host of the Social Mind Show, the Modelers HangOut, and the Modelers Corner Show. I am Jamie Waring, and this is the Modelers HangOut, where styrene speaks and where fellow model builders, people have given an invite, you haven't gotten here yet. Anyway, this place for modelers come. We talk about styrene, what's on the sprue, we're talking about it, and other things, we get into it, and we goof off everything and basically have a good time here. But it's basically about sharing innovation about styrene, past and present. But anywho, give a little brief background on me, which I said a minute ago, but I had the mic on mute once again. Anyway, I'm Jamie Waring. I've been doing modeling here for about 20 years, off and on. It's been a pretty cool process. I mean, ever since I think it's 15, since about 15, 16, I was introduced to modeling and have been doing it off and on. This is about the majority of my life, but basically about half my life. It's a really cool medium to get into, to express your thoughts, your feelings, frustration. You know what I mean? You take it out on plastic, you take it on the darn styrene, be it sci-fi, be it armor, be it military, be it wheels, four wheels, you know what I mean, automotive, or anything, you know what I mean. It's a pretty cool avenue to let some inspiration flow. Like the dog says, inspiration is a two-way street between two people, more than two people, if they would decide to come. But anyway, I've always said it, I said it once, I'll say it again. If I ever had to do a show by myself, I will do the damn thing by my damn self. But anyway, there's no resentment, nothing like that. I mean, people's probably busy, or this is a Sunday, it's family day. Sometimes people have to work, or sometimes people just don't want to come. I feel so alone. Anyway, but I don't have any problem talking to myself for the next 2 hours, but because all I'm going to do is just sit here and build and talk to you guys. You know what I mean? It's an actual show, I guess, and let you know what I'm doing currently right now. What I'm working on is the Chosen Chaos Marines. I'm wrapping it up. I have 2 more figures here left to go. I'll do a close up here in a minute when I kind of get a little more situated. And once I get those guys done, I've already done some Ultramarines. After that, I have some Berserkers to do. I think I have an Orc or 2 with it. I have about 2 Orcs I have to do. I have some Chaos Tempests that I have to do. I have a Chaos Lord, a Chaos Captain, a Captain of the Battle of Blue Reach. Still yet to go on some other little figures, and I'm messing around, experimenting with some painting. But anyway, that would be about it. I just showed you the Ford convertible, 48 Ford convertible. I am not picking that thing back up and doing that again because the mic was on mute. That is so funny. I had a perfect intro and everything, dude. It's just every single time. It's always something. But anywho, I digress. You know what? I meant to have my guitar in the screenshot there, but I screwed that up as well. Anyway, I just noticed that just now. But I don't have a problem talking to myself. And if anybody here has a question, please feel free to comment, ask a question. And I have you saying this, you can also follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Under Twitter, I am the Weapon X Jamie. On Facebook, I am Jamie Waring McHottie. And on YouTube, I am just Jamie Waring. And of course, obviously, if you're on another site, you can check us out on Google Plus under Jamie Waring as well. Nothing too specific. Anyway, it's pretty easy to find, you know what I mean? I don't want to go like one else, but pretty easy to find and get up with. But like I said, let me go ahead and check everything out here. Make sure all the other things are running. Yes, they're running there on Facebook, which is awesome to see. It's running there on Twitter. Outstanding. And it's also running on YouTube. It's loading, but I want to see to make sure the comment tracker is working here. So just give me 1 second here. On YouTube, go back to Google. Hey, applause. Yay. I don't think I can actually ask myself a 1L. Hold on. Let me see. Events. Make sure and also the question and answer app is open on Google Plus, G Plus as well. 1 second, let everything load up. Okay, okay. Well, I guess I can't ask a question. That's pretty darn stupid. That's funny. I guess I can't ask myself a question. I don't think that's very polite. Hold on. Let's see. Show items. Yeah, it's on there. Anyway, you know what? We are not going to get bogged down with that. We're just going to keep it rolling and go from there. Like I said, everything is running on Twitter. It's running on Facebook. And it's also running on YouTube. I really have to get some better lighting in here because that yellow tint, looking at it through a live screen, is like, it could look so much better. Anywho, hey, look, for people watching, that's outstanding. Alrighty. Well, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get to work in here. I am using, one of the tools I found is very helpful when you're doing, when you're doing figure painting, is a wet palette. That's basically some parchment paper and some tissue. All you do is whatever you're using, cut it down to size. If you're using a plastic container, wet the template and wet it up. Don't let the water actually get on top of the parchment paper, which you can buy at a grocery store. Which I actually bought some of this at Walmart. I was just walking through one day and the guy was like, "Hey, you want some paper? I have stuff on sale." I'm like, what do you got? What do you got? What do you got? I got some parchment paper. Well, I'll be John Brown. I need some parchment paper. Let's do that. Let's do that. That works for me. So I actually was able to get some. But when you're not using it, just store it in a little plastic container, and that sucker will stay wet. And of course, routinely you have to change out your paper just to make sure things stay fresh. Well, I think, in all honesty, I have to change mine, but I'm not going to do it today. But anywho, I've got my brushes. I've got my paint. I am ready to roll because I am damn near done. I guess I will do a little screenshot of the one that I'm working on right now. You know what? All right. Let's make sure. All right, mutes. We're not muted. People can see me. All right, let's roll. This is what I'm working on right now. Hold on. I suck at this, so please forgive me. This is the figure that I'm working on right now. You know what? Sometimes this camera really kind of irks me. Come on. Focus. Focus. I wonder if you'll focus by yourself. Hey, looky, I didn't even have to do that. That's what I'm working on right now. That's where I'm at. And, of course, it will go out of focus when I'm at the end point of showing off. But, anywho, hey, 4 people are watching me. Thanks for watching. Ask a question. Ask me a question. I want to talk. Ask me a question. Because I don't want to sit here and talk to myself for the next 2 hours completely. But hey, I really, really will. Let's ask another question. Ask a question here on Twitter. And we'll tweet just to see if it comes through. Now watch everybody say, "I didn't get an invite, you bastard. You didn't invite me." I did. I sent out a mass invite, and I also sent out individual invites as well. So, but if you need another one, I guess feel free to hit me up. Hey, applause. Yay! I don't know if y'all can hear that. I just applaud myself, which is kind of creepy. Oh, why would I do that? That's really stupid. Close that out. Make sure if anybody's asking any questions on the thingy, they can actually ask. I will also be away, plus forgot how to get on Hangouts. It's been over a year. David Irwin, you are a silly little man. But okay, I got you. And Mr. Tenna from Tenna Control. Sorry, Jamie, we'll be away this week. Damn it! It would have been nice to have Mr. Steve Neal here, but thank you for commenting. Mr. Jeffrey Fields, schedule is clear. I should be there at least until 9. Zombies, don't you know? Jeffrey, you're behind. I'm not playing zombies, so get off the goddamn game and come hang out with me for a little bit. Then you can go back and play zombies. Or send me your gaming tag and we play zombies together. And Mr. Modeler Ruby. I should be there, Gary. Oh, I hope so, sir. I really, really do. Oh, I hear somebody. I hear somebody. Oh my God, somebody can hang out me.
Hey, my brother. What's happening, man?
You're talking to myself for the last 10 minutes. You know
No. I've been having trouble with this damn camera of mine, and I'm getting ready to drop my laptop into the shop tomorrow, so I was backing everything up, you know.
Oh, okay.
And then I was like, geez, I got to get on. And then I saw you on. I'm like, let me get on there, man, because I don't want my brother to be there on his own. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, somebody gonna go support the brother. But you yellow.
You know me, brother. I'm not gonna leave you on your own, man.
That's right. I know that's right. To everybody else.
Yeah, I ain't gonna leave you hanging, brother.
How was your day today?
It's all right, man. Like I said, I was working on getting this backing everything up. I had this this Lacy 3 gig or 3 terabyte remote, like a desktop hard drive. But it's here, I'll show you. It is if you can see that. Whoop! No wonder it ain't working. I got the wrong camera. Give me a second. Let me flip my camera around. I was wondering what was going on here. All right, there we go. Now that's what I'm talking about.
That's the pretty one. There you go. Yes, sir. Clarity.
There you go. See, this is what I don't know if you can see that right there. That's my removable hard drive.
Yep. Right
there, and then it's hooked up to my Mac. Well, that one there, it's formatted for the Mac. So when I took it off of the Mac and plugged it into the computer here, I didn't feel like doing all the formatting. So I got a bunch of these little sticks that are like 60, 70 gigs.
Yeah.
So I just went and backed up all my stuff, and that's what I've been doing today, bro. That and did this. I painted this bad boy today.
All do.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna paint it, man. I was gonna leave it black primer. What do you think, there, Nick?
I think it's good that way. I mean, black primer would have been okay too, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna leave it the black primer, but I couldn't leave well enough alone. You start fiddling and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was doing today, bro.
Right on.
I was online looking for an old pickup truck so I can use this on it,
Oh yeah.
It came out nice, huh? I finished it last night while you guys, when you got off.
Oh wow.
I'm not gonna mess with you today, Gil. I'm gonna leave it alone. But yes, that looks damn good.
Yeah, that is that a piece of plastic?
Yeah.
That's how it's feeling, isn't it?
It looks like a real piece of wood, man.
I'm telling you. We're gonna do it for here. Yeah, okay, you're right. But that looks really, really good.
Jamie, yeah, I'm not even going to say nothing, Jamie, because I know what you're going to say. You're going to go like this here. Bullshit. Want to know something, bro? I've been them on those little bitty propellers, the 172nd propellers.
Yeah.
And then let's see, I got 1, 2. This is the 6th time I've done it. The more you do it, the better you get at it.
Yeah.
Definitely, I agree, totally.
Well, you saw yesterday how quick I did it. It was just, after you've done it for a couple of times, it comes real.
Yeah.
And you do it once or twice, and all it is, to be honest with you, it's like I said yesterday, the base coat. You get that base coat down. And then once you use like a dark sienna and a raw umber, and then you start laying it out the way I did, once you got it laid out, the trick to that is keeping that brush clean.
Yeah.
Every time because now what you're doing is not only are you blending, you're taking paint off. Every time you do one swipe, you clean your brush, you dry it, you go again, clean it, dry it, until you get this. And then once you get this, all you're doing is feathering after that.
Right on.
Yeah.
I am so good.
I mean, what? Dude, I'm telling you, if I can do it, Come on, you know. Everybody can do it. I mean, yeah, man. I turned the computer on. I got your message on my phone.
Oh yeah.
I finished doing the backup, and I'm like, man, let me get on there. And I had the YouTube running in the background. I'm like, oh man, ain't nobody there. I said, no. I told my wife, I said, no, man, we ain't gonna let that brother be sitting there talking to himself like that. I ain't gonna hear him.
I had to make it sound like I wasn't talking to myself. I'm talking to the people.
Yeah, I hear you, bro. I hear you. So what do you gonna be taking over the 48-hour bill, huh, Nick?
Yeah, January.
February?
January.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna start once I get some of this stuff off my desk here. I'm gonna start getting in on those with you guys. You know, I think it's pretty cool. You know?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, man.
Yeah, it looks like it. You know, a lot of guys, you know, they talk highly of it. They enjoy it. You know.
Yeah.
I have yet to do one. I've never done. I haven't done a 48-hour build yet. Well, actually, you know, I had something to do with. I mean, hell, I can't. I guess do anything. I guess you know, car or sci-fi or mob or.
Yeah. I guess you know what I have to keep remembering. I have to keep remembering that you know, you gotta manage your time with something like that. You know.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm one of those. When I say I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that, and then you start adding wires and calipers and brake lines, and before you know it, man. So they're with the 48 hours, you know.
48 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just about to finish mine up.
Yeah.
What are you working on, Jamie?
I'm gonna do my very best to finish up these these last two chaos figures. So today, well, hopefully I have enough time here to do a wash. Because after I do these little grenades right here, we'll do a wash on where they need to be at, let it sit for a minute, come back, highlighting, and I'll be done. Because I gotta mix some pinkish type color for these shoulder pads to give it that kind of fleshy type tone look to it. But after that, that'll be done.
Hey, I don't think you got your questions open, do you?
Yeah, I turned on the applause, the question, and the showcase one. And I went back to see if I could ask myself a question like, you know, you can do it any other time, but I don't see it. But I made sure that I did that. And that's what I made sure I went and I opened everything. Oh yeah. Everybody has follow us here on YouTube, of course, on Facebook under Jamie Waring McHottie, and yeah, you can follow us on Twitter under the Weapon X Jamie or Jamie Waring. So I got all those. I like this.
Because when I went on right before I signed on, I jumped on the hang. I was watching, you know, and it had just the applause button at the bottom.
Yeah.
And it was showing on the side. It was showing all the you know, like Twitter and the Facebook and all that.
Yeah. I was noticing the same thing. I'm surprised I didn't see the questions. And even when I you know, because I usually every time I open one up, I'll make a comment on like YouTube or some other place just to make sure the comments come through. And they haven't even came through yet, which is pretty weird. That's weird.
Well, I got it open here and I don't see it. I don't see it there.
Yeah. Audience has submitted a question and tried to appear below. Well, no one hasn't asked a question yet.
Yeah.
Questions.
Turn that off.
When are you going to start working on that card, Jim?
I'm going to start working on that sometime this week. When I get these guys finished, I'm going to start it up.
Yeah, I got to get this tank done this week because, as a matter of fact, I'm going to sit on right now while we're doing this, and I'm going to work on that tank. I got to get this stuff done, man. You know?
Yeah.
Got all these road wheels.
Can you hear that just now?
Yeah.
Even the showcase, that's open. I added the URL from YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. I don't know. I'm not gonna like calm my brain over it. I'm gonna do small. I'm gonna say something else here. comments and numbers.
All right, now what do I do with that box?
No comments are coming, even the ones that I'm sending.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. That's all I care about. How have you been, sir?
What's that?
How you been?
I've been good, man.
Yeah, had a good week?
What was that?
You said you had a good week?
Yeah, it's been good. Can't complain.
How the babies, how the family, how the girls?
Growing, man. You know how kids.
That's good. Yeah, that's good. I have a theme for the show, but give me 1 second and we will.
A theme?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask y'all a question because a couple hangouts ago, and this is one thing I love about Cloverleaf Steve, whatever. He like does really good questions and getting people engaged and kind of really leading a conversation. And I got really inspired by that. So the last one we had, the theme what motivates you, you know, what your motivation, and we did that one really well. So this time the theme is challenges, good and bad challenges. Like what in model building, and this goes to anybody else who's watching as well. What is your most anticipated, like you kind of look forward to it, challenges in model building, and what are your, you know, in the reverse, what are your most, I guess, not aggravating, but you know, really, you know, the challenges that kind of not frustrate you per se, but you know, really kind of makes it difficult. You know what I mean? In a good way.
Yeah.
I will go first. I would have to say, for me, the most challenging, one of the challenging things in model building in the good way would be detail work. And I love detail work. And like the more, for me, like the more details there are, the more it makes me kind of, you know, really immerse myself into it. And, you know, as far as detailing and challenges. But in the reverse, I would have to say, honestly, as far as like in a negative, I know when I try too hard and I can't get something right. That, oh God, that makes me kind of want to throw the thing somewhere. But I mean, I don't, you know, I've never done that. But that kind of really, it makes me kind of put everything to the side and walk off, because if I can't get something, I mean, the exact team that I want it, I kind of like give up on it at that moment in time, because I'm really, really anal, and it has to be the way that I want it to be. And I would assume that a lot of other builders are like that. For me, challenge-wise, those are my two challenging factors. Gil, how about you, sir?
Well, for me, I'll go with the challenging and rewarding. Is that what you're asking? What's the more rewarding thing and what's the most challenging?
Yeah.
I think for me, the most rewarding thing is when I get something done right. You know, when something comes out, like what I just did with that wood. You know, the challenge for me, you know, is to get it done when I get, because I'm like you, bro. I get frustrated if I can't get it done right, but I get up and I walk away. You know. So is my sound coming through okay, Jamie?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, it's, you know, like when I do stuff like this, you know, when I'm doing like camouflage and when I'm starting to do like with the weathering, I don't know if you can see the weathering.
Yeah.
It's just very subtle right now. But that to me is the frustrating part, because I'm one of those, man, you know, I want perfection. I know you can never get it really, you know. I understand that, you know, but I'm hard on myself, bro. If I don't get it, man, you know, I'll just keep doing it. And more times than not, I'll ruin something, you know, doing it.
Yeah.
You know? And then I'll throw it into a bath and I'll do it all over again, you know.
Right on.
But the rewarding part is when you get it done, you get it right. You know, to me, you know, like let me put the three of us in this room. I usually go to my wife or people and you know, like my kids and stuff. When I'm done with something, I tell them, "What do you think of this?"
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll like, and leave it alone. And then I'll sit here, and then my wife will walk past the room and says, "I said leave it alone." And I'll start messing with it. I just keep messing with it. You know what I mean? Or I'll find a picture online and I'm trying to make it look like that picture.
Yes.
Well, my skills aren't there, but I'm trying to get there. You know what I'm trying? You know what I'm saying to you?
Oh, definitely.
So you know that's what I strive for. I mean, I'll sit here, Jamie. I'll sit here for all week before I even pick up a model, and just with an airbrush or painting. You know, that's why you know you say you know I'll play with it before I put it on the model itself. You know, I'm too hard on myself, like you just said. You know. But I guess that, yeah, that's my frustration, man. My frustration is not being able to, if I don't get it down the first time, then I start tweaking it, start messing with it. Sometimes I get lucky, bro. Sometimes you know, by tweaking with it, you get something really cool, you know. But more times than not, man, there's a, you know, you end up with a mess and stuff. So I guess that's what it is. But the rewarding part is when you get it done right, and you get your fellow modelers that look at it and say, hey, man, that looks good. Right. That really looks good, man. You know, and the other times, you know, you show it, you know it looks like crap. And you see the look on their faces, but they don't want to tell you nothing, you know. They're like, man, just say it, bro. You know, just tell me. Yeah. That's the other thing that's frustrating. You know, you're asking your peers, man, hey, give me a, you know, let me know what this looks like. Oh, man, that looks good. No, but you can see it in their face, like, oh, shit, that looks like shit, you know. Oh, you know what I mean? But they won't tell you. That's the frustrating part about it. Yeah, yeah.
Tell me the truth. That's why I asked. Right on, definitely.
You know, and I'm sure we all gone through it. All of us have gone through it, you know.
Oh God, I'm sure. I am so sure.
Yeah.
All right, Nick, your turn.
I don't know. I mean, like as far as challenges go, I like to challenge myself. I like to push myself to do more, do better next time. You know, if I do something once and it doesn't look that well, then I'll challenge myself to do it better next time. And I guess the reward is when you finally do that challenge to where it looks decent, you know, and it's rewarding, you know. It's like, wow, I did that, you know. Yeah, it's pretty much it. I like to push myself. I like to make myself, I don't know, challenge myself. I enjoy the challenge. I get frustrated a lot. It's just, I walk away from it and come back. It's all good.
Mm-hmm. Right on. We've got 6 viewers, ladies and gentlemen. I wonder what's up.
You know what, bro? I give a lot of credit to these card builders, man. I mean, I'm just getting into the cards, you know. And to perfect those paint jobs, man, it ain't as easy as it looks, man, you know.
It's not.
It ain't as easy as it looks, man. I mean, you know, once you get it out there, you think everything's good, you look at it, and then you can run your hand over it sometimes if you feel it. Now you got to sand it down, smooth it down, wet sand it, you know, because once you put clear on there, you're going to see every little imperfection in that sucker, man, you know. Sure. So, you know, I give them a lot of credit, brother.
You know, I kind of missed that. I think that's the reason why I'm breaking out this 48-4 because I missed that. You know what I mean? You know, you hope, you know, you put all the work into it, you sand, you know, polish it, get cleaned up, sand her down, you know, give her like a little nice little sand so that, you know, the paint will have some stick. You know, the color you pick, you put her down, you're thinking, okay, everything's gonna be fine. Next thing you know, something small comes up or an imperfection, and next thing you know, you gotta strip everything back down or kind of sand it down, fix it. That whole process, I missed that, you know, because you know the like sci-fi stuff, you know, the Tumblr, the Warhammer stuff. It's pretty, you know, it's really straightforward. This is what you want to do. Bam, you do it. You don't have to go through as much as you may have to go through with auto. You know what I mean? But all the things you can do with auto, I was looking at that Impaler that Vinnie Mac is doing for Dr. Craig's calendar build. Man, is, oh, that's one bad card, dude. Big props to you, man. That thing looks outstanding. But you know, the process that he went to where he got it, it didn't just come like that. You know what I mean? He had to put a lot of work into doing that. You know what I mean? And like a lot of scratch building that you do, Nick, dear sweet Mary Mother. Woo, Lord.
It's a beautiful work, man. It's gorgeous work.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like you said, and then when you're done and you see the outcome, it's like, okay, I did that. You know what I mean? It makes you feel good.
Yeah, yeah.
It makes you feel good. All the stuff you had to go through, you finally
Here,
get.
I'll share my build, 48-hour build. Look at the camera.
Oh, look at that. God, that's beautiful.
Hot damn. Yeah.
That is beautiful.
That is a monster, it is.
That's something.
Damn.
Not bad for 48-hour build.
That's gorgeous.
Oh, that ain't.
Yeah. The more cars I do, the more I'm getting into it, man. You know.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
There's just something about them, man. You know.
I'm pretty happy with it.
That's enough fun.
I'm about out of time, so I have to be happy with
Yeah.
it.
Tell you what, though, that is nice, though, man. You know.
Thanks, man.
You know, to be able to kick something like that out in 48 hours, man. You know, I can't do it. You know.
Bullshit.
A lot of practice, a lot of 48 hours.
Shut up, Jamie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I ain't saying it. I'm not saying nothing, Nick Gill. I'm not
Sure.
Yeah, I did. I lied. I am. On the low.
Oh, man. I hear you, Jamie.
That's thinking.
So you're going back to your first love of the cars, huh, Jamie?
Man, I got to, brother. I got to go back. I can't just have it sitting there, you know what I mean, and not do it. That's crazy.
You know what? You know what? That's basically what we were trying to do, like at the syndicate there. You know, just you know what? I like to build everything. If it's on the tree, man, a styrene tree, I'll build it.
Right.
But you know what? I wasn't a car builder. I'll be honest with you. I was not a car builder. And the more I started building them, I've done two. And I'll tell you what, man, I'm enjoying them. You know, I really like it.
Well, no, honestly, I thought you were a military builder when I first saw you.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. Military and sci-fi.
Right. Not shocking. You're only the last car you did was your second car. I'm like, no, no.
The Nova, that was the Nova, yeah. The Nova was the first one I've ever, was the Buick, and the Nova was the second one. And it's, you know what, though? Like I just said, though, man, you know what? Those paint jobs, man, you know, I could see the difference from the Buick to the Nova.
Right,
you know?
Definitely.
The Buick, I tried to use that craft paint. It doesn't work for me. You
Right
know?
on.
I mean, I know guys that can use it and get beautiful results with it.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't work for me. I like to sand the stuff down, get them nice and smooth. You know, I can't stand craft paint, man. It just
It kind of goes through. Yeah, that is kind of fun. I mean, I'm one of those guys who like craft paint. When I first started building, I have like a set of like maybe I think 70-something different paints, craft paints, you know, from like the hobby store, well, not hobby store, like craft store, and Walmart. And but because I never used to sand or do no gloss. You know, I put the paint on, that's that. But you know, get into sanding and getting more detail work and putting some more finesse, like, you sand it down. I'm like, why is the paint, rubbing off and getting to the primer and whatnot? And I realized, I'm gonna have to need a better, because I like acrylics, a better acrylic. You know what I mean? What kind of acrylics do you use, Gil?
me. I use the acrylics I use. Well, I have craft paints I use, but not on cars.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically the Vallejo. I have the Badger ones. I use Vallejo, the model color or the model air. And then I use whatever I find at Hobby Lobby or Walmart, man, those craft colors, you know.
Yeah.
I'll use them on, but if I'm going to be sanding on, I won't use them on a car though.
Definitely.
Now, again, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with them.
Huh?
They don't work. I don't know how to work with them like some guys do.
Yeah.
You know, you got people like Chris Chapman that uses them all the time. He gets great results out of them.
Mm-hmm.
Every time when I used them on that Buick, I had nothing but trouble. Nothing but trouble with it. So you know what? I went back. Yeah, I went back to the lockers in Indianapolis. You know,
Yeah.
the rap. You know that for me because I like that hard shell. Once it, you know, and then I take it and I like it. I'm coming from years ago when I used to do automotive, you know, real autos.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be able to get in there and sand that down, man. Where it's so smooth, you put water on there, just beads right off. You know. That's what I like. I personally can't do it with craft paint. I don't know. You use craft paint, don't you, Nick?
Yeah, I'm starting to play with them a little bit, trying to figure out, you know.
Now, how are they coming along for you?
Yeah, he froze up there for a second. I don't know. He might like.
Yeah, he's frozen up there. Yeah, he'll be back. Yeah, he just probably has to reset it.
Oh yeah. But I'm thinking that on that Ford, I might go because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna use Tamiya paint on it because I used Tamiya on that. I think it was a fix.
Oh, no, two of me.
Yeah, there's two. Yeah.
There he is. Yeah.
Huh. But yeah, you know, I use craft paint, like I say, something that I prefer right now. If I'm doing a car for a contest or a show or something, I'm not doing craft paint right at this moment. You know, I still want to play with it more. But you know, it's like anything. The more you put, the more you get at it. So.
Definitely. Yeah, you read about that one. You can tell by your work. You know what I mean? When it comes out, it's like you can tell the work that you put in because you're not going to get something. I mean, if you're, I don't know, even people who like, people's been in for a long time, veterans, you still got to put in a good amount of work to get, a good result. And like you say, Nick, you get what, you get in what you put out, or you put out what you get in.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, man, he's right, man. I mean, look, you're sitting there like with these cars that I'm doing now. The Buick, I slapped that together, although I did stress it a little more time on it.
Yeah.
And like this one here, it's the same thing with this one here. I shot it with one coat, wet sanded it, shot it again. This is the third coat, but it's been wet sanded. I'll go one more time with 1200 here, and then I'm going to clear the crap out,
Yeah.
But I was originally just going to paint it and leave it this color right here.
Yeah. That was the.
I'm just going to make it. Yeah, leave it in the primer. But I got an idea. I'm trying to find another one. I went to go look for another one, and that's what I'm going to do with it. With the other one, I'm going to rust it up and stuff. Like the body all rusted, like a rat rod.
Yeah.
But I want to have the motor all plumbed up, wired up, all that. This little kit's got some really nice. This is that Revell KS Pitman one. It's got some nice little parts in it. I like the little. You got the brake calipers in there. You got everything in there. So I'm kind of digging that. Yeah.
What are you using? What are you going to use for the clear?
On this one, I'm going to use All Clad. This here. The Aqua Gloss.
Okay, I've never used any alcohol before.
This is equivalent to the Tester's Wet.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. They give you the same look that the Tester's Wet will give you.
But alcohol, that stuff's not cheap, right?
That's like $9 for that bottle right there.
I mean, it's worth it.
Sorry, look. This is like $9 for that, and then you got your rattle cans that are $4.99.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
get what you pay for. It's quality, you know what I mean?
Well, think about it, man. I mean, in this here, you probably got maybe about that much actual, product, and the rest of it is compressed air. So, not saying there's anything wrong with that, because I use this all the time, man.
I got mine. Tester's one coat. I have mine.
Yeah, this.
And it is one coat. I give it.
you? Yeah, the wet right there.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, see, that's the one thing, because I'm still searching for a good gloss, you know. I was even thinking about going to the 2-part urethanes for a while there, but we'll see, you know.
I don't know. Gil, do you see any questions coming up at all on your end?
None.
None? I just want to make
No.
sure. Not on Twitter, not on Facebook, not on YouTube.
I got it open, too.
Yeah, me too. And we got people watching. You know, they might be working or just watching at the same time. I'm giving excuses.
Yeah.
Mine's not even coming through. That's strange.
Yep. I can't even see how many people are watching.
8. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.
Yes.
I'm telling you, man, I have got to get that camera, man. I got to get the camera. Point blank period. I got to get that camera, yo.
You know what? It's a good investment for what you're doing, brother, especially with the social minds thing that you got.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good investment. I mean, if that's what you're headed towards, like a podcast type of stuff.
Yeah.
Also, look into that Blue Yeti, the Blue Yeti microphone.
Oh, yeah, the one you're talking about. That's the one that you have, right?
It'll be here tomorrow. They shipped it out, and you know what? You can get it on Amazon. You can buy them on Amazon. You know, they have those that get damaged, the box gets damaged.
Yeah.
But you still get the same kind of warranty and everything on them. The only difference is the box is damaged.
Right on.
And those Blue Yetis, man, they run anywhere from about 150 to 175, depending. If you get the psychedelic crazy colors, they go a lot more, right?
Yeah.
This one I picked up for $90, man. You know.
Right on. Hey, you get what you pay for.
Yeah. See, the only problem with Amazon, they won't let you use your either your credit card or your debit card.
Oh, you can't use PayPal on Amazon?
Nope. Nope. They won't let you use PayPal on Amazon. At least the one I'm using don't.
No wonder they're losing money, because Amazon's losing.
Unless I'm doing something wrong.
I don't know.
Yep.
I wouldn't doubt it, though. Not one single bit. I would not doubt it. I would not be surprised. Not one bit.
I want to get this done, man, because I was messing with Steve and them the other day, man. These guys, I was thinking, hey, you guys got your stuff done? They're like, nope. I'm like, man, you guys, we're hosting a group build, and they're not even. I think Steve, all he's got to do is take his, though. So.
I like that.
Okay, now what? All right, what did I do with the tracks? That ain't cool.
I want to do a tank. I've never done a tank. I want to do a tank.
You know, they're fun. I like doing them. They're fun. I like doing them because you can beat them up, man. You can just beat them up. You know.
You don't. So you went from that the one that you was doing that had the tagger type camouflage. You went to a solid color, or you revamp it, or what?
This one?
No, the mech one. The mech he was doing.
Well, which mech? I got 2 of them. I got the red. Oh, this guy.
Yeah. What are you doing with that one?
This one I'm gonna have tiger stripes on it.
Okay. So the one that when you did like the demo and did it online, that was just you were just like showing, okay, this is how I do it.
I was just showing it because you notice I went right back over it and repainted.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of leery. I don't know if I want to do the tiger stripe or if I want to take some clear red.
Yeah.
And go over it, to give it that candy kind of look across here,
Mm-hmm.
Because I have a bunch of decals like the shark's mouth, and all kinds of crazy decals to put on here. So
now the one
I got a 1/72 BF 109.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna kind of like scratch build on that one there. I'm gonna put like rocket pods on it and stuff, and it's gonna be a little diorama where this is standing there shoot. He's trying to shoot at it, and and then the plane's coming at him,
Yeah.
I like these little things. I mean, they're pretty cool. You know?
Yeah. I want to do a diorama. I really do. Hey Nick, have you done dioramas yet, Nick?
No, I want to get into it, but I haven't done it yet, no.
You got to get like a foundation set. Like, okay, what all do you need to do a diorama?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to
They're
do
fun.
it.
I like that last one that Brian did with the robot in the plane's coming down, and then the guys are standing there trying to fight the robot that looked like a 1,000-foot robot. I like the one Brian did.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Beanie Mac's doing one. Beanie Mac's one's coming out really swell. Also, I was looking at it earlier today.
Yeah.
Hey, when you don't look at YouTube for a while, you know, I mean, if you got stuff going on, you digress a little bit, you don't look at it, and then you come back, it's like, oh my God, how do I catch up? Because there's so many builders, new builders, and so much good content. You know what I mean?
You know what, brother? I was thinking that very same thing today. I'm sitting there looking at it, going, "Wow, man! You know, if you leave it alone for 2 days, man, then all of a sudden I got like 60 videos there I gotta look at, you know."
Mm-hmm.
And then you feel like a jerk when you don't look at them, you know.
I feel bad, like, man, dang it.
Yeah, you're feeling like a jerk because you didn't look at their videos, you know. Like, damn, you know. So I try to at least catch 4 or 5, you know, when I'm watching my grandson and he's sleeping.
Yeah.
I try to catch a few, you know, here and there.
Definitely. All right, these bad boys are ready for a wash.
Yeah. So what color you think about painting that? Have you figured out a color yet?
I am thinking I may go with, as just a thought, I may go with this Tamiya, just regular Tamiya orange. I might mix it with a metallic. I'm not sure, but I know I've got a strong feeling it's going to be this Tamiya orange. Because I got plenty of it. I'm thinking that. That'd be a nice color for that Ford. Yeah.
Yeah.
You think a metallic? You think I should go a little metallic or just straight orange?
Oh, bro, me, I don't know. Why don't you ask Nick?
Nick, what do you think, Nick?
I think, any way you do it's going to be nice. If you're going to do it in that orange, I always go with metallic. It's really not going to show that well with the orange.
Right on. We shall see. Man, this red looks pretty darn good.
Look at that, Jamie. There it is.
Yeah, that's for the tank. That's the tank build.
Yeah, now I'm gonna have to go. Well, these aren't glued in yet. I didn't glue them in yet, so I'm gonna have to go in and start weathering up these tires. But I just want to put it up to show done. I'm calling it done, and then once it starts getting a little colder, and I got stuff off my desk, I can go in and start weathering it the way I want it weathered.
Right on.
But yeah, I just did this. It's done. I'm gonna tell Steve and Phil. I'm done, where's yours at, guys?
Are you gonna give it that battle worn look, or just?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna. Well, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if you can see it, but up here in the front, you can start seeing where I started to put the streak marks.
Yep. Yeah.
And then if you look real closely, you can see the green from here to here is a little warm. I got to work it a little bit more. What you do is you take some oil paint, you just put it in and you just start moving it around, to give it to make it look warm. And then I got to chip it and I got to do all that stuff. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is done for now though. There it is. It's
done.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that on the thing and say, okay, guys. Yeah.
Get it.
The ball's in your court now, fellas.
Catch up.
Yeah, because Phil did that real little one, that real little tiny one he did. I think he needs to finish painting his.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Steve needs to finish painting his. And I think that's about it. They just need to finish painting, that's all. But yeah, I want to get now that this is out of my way, I can clean everything up and concentrate on, the box stock build. Okay. And then once that's done, you see that Tydarium shuttle behind me?
Yeah. You gonna get her done?
I gotta paint it. It's just all it is primed.
Okay.
So, brother, the work I put in, all these little greeblies in there, I spent a month, man. I don't know. There's got to be a couple hundred greeblies in there, all in here. And then same thing here. I did the same thing. I put the greeblies in there. And then I added a few greeblies like this. I added this to it. And then I got all the hoses and cables that are going to go in here. And then, like here on the landing leg, all the greeblies that I put in here, you know. So, and I have another one that I got a lighting kit for that I wired a lighting kit up for.
Oh yeah.
The other one I started it. It's in a box over there. In here, you're going to have Darth Vader sitting inside here. You know. And it's got a red light that's going to go right in here. And then there's going to be a white light here, here, and here on both ends. And then the white light underneath, and it's going to be in flight. And then I'll just turn it on. You see the light blinking, you know?
Oh, cool deal.
Yeah, what I'm looking for is back here. Like, I got pictures of the actual studio model. And I'm going to cut, the next one I do, I'm going to cut this out right here. And I'm going to put two diode bulbs in there.
Oh, nice.
Get that blue, you know, neon blue.
Yeah.
We'll get that neon blue in there.
You already have what you need to do the lighting, or you got to get it all together still?
The only thing I haven't found yet, but I got a guy that sells them, is the little blue diodes, those blue tubes, you know? And he sells the lighting kit. He'll make me a lighting kit for this.
Okay.
So, it's like $150 for the lighting kit, but it's cool, man, because it comes with everything, so I don't have to use what I've already done, you know? Right. Not only that, the whole the glass in here is going to be all lit up, you know?
Deal.
So,
nice.
Yeah, I got to finish this one because this one's for my grandson. So when I get this one done, I'm putting it on a base, and it's just going to stay like this, you know?
Okay.
And then the other one will be on a pole behind it up here, like coming in for landing, you know?
Cool.
Yeah. But this is the one I got to work. I got to finish this, man. I started this last year, and I haven't finished it.
Yeah, you're going on me about that tumble. That's right. Get her done.
Yep. What was that to you?
I said.
What'd you say, bro? I didn't hear you. What was that?
Y'all got on me about that tumbler. It took a year to do the tumbler, damn it. Yeah, yeah.
You know what? You're right, brother. I don't have no room to talk, brother. I got that sitting there for a year, man. That ain't all, bro. I got man, you want to talk about stuff that's taking me forever. I got the Yamato right there that needs to be painted, right? I got another Yamato up there that needs to be painted. So,
what's up with that bell?
I ain't about messing with you. Brother, I ain't about messing with you, Jamie.
What's up with that bell rock, yo? Bell rock.
Oh, that's right here. Those are going to be painted. I got them primed.
There she is. Ooh, I want that. Oh my God, I want that.
Yeah, my daughter gave me that for my birthday.
I remember. That's the best birthday gift ever.
Yeah, you know what's cool is Phil sent me Gandalf, a little Gandalf.
He did?
So I'm going to put them together like this here. And then I got to finish this one. See, these are what I want to get to now. I got to get to these, man, because they're just sitting there and they're starting to aggravate me.
Yeah.
I got that bad boy.
Wow.
Finish. You know.
Very cool.
And then I got this guy right here that I bought at that Adepticon.
Nice.
Cool.
You know? This guy here, all his arms are pinned. I still got to pin this in. You know, that goes here on the shoulder. So that's got to get pinned in. You know. All that's been pinned, and then I had to do some, like here, I had to do all kinds of cutting work with legs. You know, that way you don't see, like here on this, you can't see where this arm is pinned in there because I do the ends in there, you know. You see it?
Yeah, I can see it now.
But see, this is going to cover it, so you're not going to see it.
Ah, okay.
And that goes right over there, like that.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty cool. This guy's pretty cool. Look at, he's got the little skulls on his belt. Look at that.
Wow.
And look at his earring. His earring is a skull too.
That's gonna be fun to paint. Ooh wee.
That's why I bought those badger paints for these guys.
Right, right. You all ready to go?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. No. It's believe me. This when I get ready, they're gonna be sitting right here, and I'm just gonna, you know, start hitting them because this guy I don't want him I want him like a real pale, almost ghostly, you know, like a dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this guy, I'm gonna do him in shades of brown. You know?
Right on. Oh, you already started on the shadows.
Yeah, with the airbrush. Yeah, you can see it on the back. See the shadows?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I started doing that with the airbrush.
Nick, you ever think about doing a figure boat?
I've thought about it, but I'd probably wind up just pearl paints on it and paint it out.
I tell you what, it's a fun thing to do, Nick. You get into something like that, bro, it's fun. Man, I keep losing all kinds of stuff here.
I gotta get the whole thing to work.
So how's the show going, Jamie? The
I gotta. I still have to do the second episode. I mean, when I planned on doing the second one like 3 weeks ago, but stuff came up and it kind of threw me away, and I got a little frustrated with a lot of things. So I just kind of backed off everything for like 3 weeks. And like, you know, recently when I got to hang out with you guys, that was my first hangout. Being in the first, yesterday was the first one in like 3 weeks. But now I'm like, okay, I'm back in the groove. I'm back, you know, focus again and whatnot. And I have the content is not an issue. There's so much crap going on in the world right now, dude. It is not even funny. I've got pages upon pages upon pages of content and stuff to talk about. But now it's just a matter of actually, just doing the second one. And most likely, I said I want to do it on this coming Wednesday, but that's a weekday. It's either going to be Wednesday or Saturday. I mean, I'm probably going to do it right behind, and honestly, probably either while you're doing yours or right after. I'm not sure, but because I mean, it's usually people will look at it afterwards, fact, not really during, you know, not yet anyway. But at the same time, I'm also setting up the other sites, doing it because I'm thinking on Facebook, on Google, and on Twitter, I might just come up with a whole entire Social Minds page. Just it'll be right, you know, exactly the Social Minds. Won't be any mixing. I gotta find it. It'll be like right there. And I'm thinking about doing that because in all honesty, it'll make more sense to do it that way versus kind of, you know, integrating it with what we're doing here. You know what I mean? And of course, you know, people from here are gonna look at it, but I'd rather it be its own private.
Yeah, you want it to stand on its own. Yeah.
Separate entity. Yeah. And then now seeing and playing around with Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, seeing now how to live stream all of it into one thing. That'll be a better way to kind of, you know, grab more people and, you know, audience, different audiences and whatnot. So most likely that's how I'm going to do it. And I think, you know, I am going to do it that way. But as far as like making it its own separate entity, yeah, that's that, because I think that'd be the best way to do it. You know what I mean?
Hey, you know what I thought was pretty cool is the way you had the news things going there. Yeah. You know, the last one you had was just the news. You know, you had the news playing.
Yeah.
You know, you do the news and then you cut it off and you discuss what you just saw.
Right.
You know, like the Young Turks. You ever watch the Young Turks?
Oh, I love watching the Young Turks, dude. Oh,
yeah, man. Something similar. Yeah, I watch them all the time. Something similar to what they do. They show you the headline, and then they discuss it afterwards. Then they show you another headline, and you discuss it afterwards. You know, the cool thing is about that is, you know, you try to political bias out of it and just discuss what you're watching. You know, exactly. And I think that I think is the best way to do it. You know.
I agree totally. Because I mean, it's not as short of talking about stuff. Because I mean, and now it seems like, and I wonder, like, and you know, I know you're not old, Gil, but you're older. You're older than me, and like this around my mom's age. And I, you know, ask her, and I would ask you the same thing. I know we're talking about model, but you know, this is what we do. We transition. When you were coming up, like around your 20s, was it this bad? Even when after Gil, Nick, I want you to if you can answer the question as well. Was it this bad around like complete in looking at things in retrospect? Was it this bad when you were coming up?
What do you mean by this bad? Give me a context of what you're talking about.
Besides your neighborhood, and if you were paying attention, I mean, I'm pretty sure you were to some, or whatever, like world, international.
Yeah, I mean, I was paying attention because I was married at 20 years old, so whatever I did, I had to take care of my family. Yeah, so.
That's right. So you'd be a good man to answer that. Like globally wise, all the things that's going on overseas, down south, you know what I mean, Latin America. Was it this bad, in your opinion?
You had your flashpoints, of course. You had back in my 20s, it was all about Iran and the Contras and South America and the drug running and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the political aspect here at home, the infighting, it wasn't as, you know what I mean? Now, if you bothered to look outside of your neighborhood, so to speak, and you tried to read the paper, or I mean, you got to remember, we didn't have the internet then, so it's a lot. It was a lot. So your worldview was on what newspaper and what news you could get,
Yeah.
Whereas now, the globe is right there, man.
Definitely.
I mean, today, if I want to find out what's going on in Sri Lanka, I just turn on the computer.
Yeah. Yeah.
So was it as bad financially? For some, no. For some, yes, but now we're all in the same boat now. As far as like work is concerned, you could at least in my neighborhood. I don't know in other parts in Chicago. I know. If I quit one job, I could go across the street and get another one. Now you can't do that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I used in my 20s, I was making $16 to $18 an hour.
No.
Now we're talking 30 years ago, bro. I was making $20 bucks an hour.
That's good money back then.
Well, yeah, but then you start thinking, up until that point, your cost of living, would go up. You'd get a raise and it would go up.
Yeah.
Somewhere down the line, it started to go down, and you know what? That has no color barrier, bro. That hurts everybody,
True.
So, was it as bad? For some, yes, but it wasn't as bad as it is today.
Right.
What makes it even worse today is you can't sit down on a Republican or a Democrat or a Libertarian, whatever, and you can't iron anything out because everybody's ideology is so different,
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's trying to score these points. But to be honest with you, they don't work for us anyway. They work for the corporations now.
True indeed.
It was bad, but not like this, bro.
Do you think politically wise, like the Democrats, Republicans, Libertarians, do you think? Okay, let's specifically the Democrats or Republicans, like the core, hardcore left, hardcore right. Do you think? Because some people think this. Do you think that it's just a ploy, or I mean, of course, some of them really disagree. But do you think like that extreme bickering and difference of ideology and bickering and fussing and like just going back and forth? Do you think that's a ploy, or do you think that's like actually how it is?
Well, you got it, my brother. Who are they working for? Who are these people working for?
Corporations, of course.
You cannot get into the Senate or into the Congress or be elected unless you're here on a local level. If you want to be elected on a national level, you have to have this.
Right on.
And even if you don't have this, by the time you leave Washington, you're rolling in this. Now, there's a reason why you're rolling in it. You're not covering my interest. You're taking care of somebody else's interest because by the time you leave Senate, these people are leaving millionaires. So, no, I think a lot of that has to do with, it's a lot of it is theatrics because in the end they're serving the same master and that ain't us. It's not us. Their masters are the banks, the corporations, blah blah blah. That's who they're serving. And all we are is workers for them. That's all we are. We're just sheep for them. In my opinion now. Okay, this is my opinion.
Right.
I normally don't get into this, but you asked me the question. Usually I keep my these thoughts to myself. I believe that this Republican thing, this Democrat thing, it really needs that we the people, the voting public, need to throw that yoke off, free our mind and our ass will follow. You know what I mean? Throw that yoke off. Because what you have here is you have two wings now. You have the corporate wing and you have us. They still need us to a certain degree to get in.
Oh, definitely.
But once they're in office, they're not thinking about us anymore. They're thinking about how to enrich themselves. And I don't care who they are, man. I don't care if they're Democrat, Republican, Tea Party. It doesn't matter, man. Once they're in there, they don't think about you anymore. So, yeah. I mean, ideologically, it's a lot worse than it was in the 80s and in the 90s. It got bad. It got bad with Clinton when they went after Clinton. Whatever you may think about it, and everyone's entitled to that. It got bad when they went after him because they went after him about sex. Well, you find out that Newt Gingrich has got a mistress. This guy's got a mistress. So it's all hypocrisy. It's a theater. It's kabuki theater. That's all it is. Brother.
Right on.
It is kabuki theater, man. It's to keep me and you and the whoever's watching to keep us at each other's throats so we don't watch them as they rip us off. That's all it is.
Definitely. Monica Lewinsky spoke at Monica Lewinsky. She's speaking out now after 10 years and talking about how she was the first, I wouldn't say legitimate, but one of the first main people that were their lives and their popularity was destroyed by the internet. And I'm thinking to myself, and the way she's talking is if she's proud about it, and it's none of this is from a judgmental standpoint. Like you say, it's my opinion, but of course, and all of a sudden she's coming out. And secondly, okay, first, you committed the act. You destroyed your own. You know what I mean? You did that. Would you think that it was just gonna, stay?
You got to remember something. If you go back and remember and read up about what happened, she didn't go out and make it public. She talked to Linda Tripp. Linda Tripp is her friend. He didn't realize that Linda Tripp was talking to Matt Drudge. He was telling Linda Tripp as a friend. They're talking on the phone. Oh, guess what I did? This girl genuinely fell in love with her boss. Dude, you know what? This happens behind closed doors a million times a day. You have two consenting adults. I don't care who he is. You have two. You're going to tell me that most of these Republican presidents didn't have a mistress? Of course they did.
Freaking Kennedy was a pimp. Not a pimp, but he was a.
But I'm talking about politicians in general. Come on. In order to be a politician, you got to learn how to lie well.
Yeah.
So So anyway, this woman thought she was talking to a friend, and this friend was selling all the information to Drudge. So that the woman that should be excoriated, the woman that should be excoriated is Linda Tripp because she outed this girl. You got to remember, would you like that humiliation? Cigar on your knees, you got something on your clothes, it's all over. Your mother and father see this. It's all over the world. You can't show your face. You're still a joke, and people show up in the comments. And she brought that out on Huffington Post. You look at the comments and they're like, "Oh, go smoke a cigar," blah blah blah. This is 20 years ago, and they're still messing with this poor woman.
Yeah. So do you think maybe maybe saying something now from a more defensive standpoint, or just let me get my?
This is where I think the hypocrisy comes in. You got somebody like that skank Kardashian that can make a video, make a few $1 million off it, and she's on network television.
True.
True. And how did she get famous? She got famous for a sex video. But nobody brings that up. But this poor girl, she was a victim. She was a victim of a friend that she thought was a friend. What she did was wrong. What she did was wrong. You know what I'm saying? The way they went after him was wrong. Maybe he was a crook. I don't know. I just think that it was just a big hypocrisy. Now, if I were her, I would have just shut up, just left it alone to try to, she needs to distance herself from that.
Yeah.
But I can see where she's coming from because of the online bullying, Because you got a segment of this population, man, is just relentless, man. You know?
Yeah.
You know, I call them the bros. You know, the bros. They got no respect for women whatsoever. You know.
You got a Gamergate right now, right? This lady, and she plays games. You know, she's an advocate to a certain degree, but I mean, she's really, really big activist against, you know, online bullying, and she's doing this thing now to where she's like really trying to bring some spotlight on how women graded, and you know, really kind of defamed in a good. And I see her point in gaming, because I mean, when you play games, something like Grand Theft Auto, some of the older Roman games, I mean, the way they treat women is like, and it's more from a real life standpoint. But man, the slack dude and the death threats and the rape threats she's getting is like, oh, it will blow your mind. They call it now.
Yeah, no, I've been reading about that. And that kind of makes you wonder who raised these animals, you know? Who raised these dudes, you know?
When Treyarch, when they did Black Ops 2 and I have Black Ops 2, there is a word we call OP, means overpowered. And there's certain guns, like say the Galil, you know, a normal gun take like maybe 7 shots to, you know, and say 5 shots to the head, dude goes down. And it's like really overpowered versus the other guns, man, maybe like 10 shots. Well, what Treyarch did, they went ahead and they made it more even with the rest of the guns. Man, the developers and designers actually got death threats because they did that. And I'm thinking to myself, I mean, I know we have some online and some hardcore gamers, you know, I mean, they're very serious about what they do, but to make threats, you know, about people's lives, that's extreme.
Well, here's where no, yeah, and here's where I think the breakdown is coming.
Mm-hmm.
And this crosses racial lines, it crosses social economic lines, it even crosses religious lines. You can look on Facebook any day of the week, any hour, any minute, and you got a 12-year-old MFing and doing this, and you know, you got these little girls dressed up like cookies. Where are the parents? You know,
that's what I wonder.
What happened to holding that little monster responsible for his actions? You know.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I'll give you an example. Here in Chicago, we got a gang problem. But it's been here forever, since I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But then you see some kid, you know, he ends up shooting somebody. He ends up getting killed, right? You got a 13-year-old boy. The first thing they do is they show his 8th grade picture with his little guy that kicked up and say, "Oh no, he was an angel." No, he wasn't. He was a little monster.
Mm-hmm.
That was a monster, you know. And now the mama's on TV claiming that he was a great thing. No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
Right on. No, he was a monster. You know, playing certain parents, man. They're just, you know, they're not there, bro. They're not there. You know?
Yeah,
and you know what? And that's not it's not a black thing. It's not a Hispanic thing. It's not a white thing. It's all across, man.
Society.
Sure. It's society, because you turn on the television and what do you see? You know, you see somebody talk on TV.
Yeah.
You know, and then you see some little kids. You know, they're all human. You know, it's the society glorifies that stuff, and then they're shocked when all of a sudden something happens. You know.
Yeah. Something like that, I can't believe that happened. Well, look what the kid does all day. Look what you allow him to be drowned and immersed. And I can see, and when I play Grand Theft Auto, because I used to play Grand Theft Auto 5, dude Franklin came on, and him and the dude walking down the street, yeah, nigga this and nigga that, mother effing this, and I'm like, what? And it really bothered me, because I mean, I understand the game is about realism and about what's going on, but it bothered me to a point where I just couldn't play the game. That game's been out for like maybe close to like 8 months, maybe 7, even close to a year, and I just let that game sit, because it really bothered me, because you know for a fact, 11-year-old, because I was playing the other day, and I just started playing it again, because I was like, okay, I want to play this game. Online, talking to some people, and of course she has some speakers come in, and the little kid started talking, and he pretty darn good, and he was aggressive and whatnot. I'm like, how old are you? I'm 11. And your mom bought this game for you? Your parents bought this game for you? Oh yeah. And it's not to down any parents, and at the same time, you're gonna buy your 12-year-old kid one of the most graphic games in gaming history. You know what I mean? It's about realism. I don't understand that.
See, my thought on that is this. I'm a gamer too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I go all the way back to the Atari days, you know.
Yes, sir. 2600. Yes, sir. 1600.
My kids have watched me play those games, but they knew. I always let them understand. Look, that's a game. That's a game. You can't take what you see in this game and then come out into the real world with what you see there. That's a game.
Definitely.
My kids, you know, I got kids. My kids graduated college. They're married, successful. I never had a problem with them. They weren't running the streets shooting everybody. They ain't walking with their pants hanging down to their ankles, you know, because I wouldn't allow it. I would not allow it. You know? No. You know, when you sit down and you give somebody, you know, I'm one of those live and let live brothers, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But you also have to have some consequences for your actions.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm not gonna, like my grandson. You see, he's with me all the time, and I'm not gonna put on Skinamax with him in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Now, if he gets old enough and asks me, Grandpa, what is that? I'm gonna explain it to him so he knows. And look, there's no shame in a woman's body. There's no shame in your body. You know. But dude, you know, the morals that society has put on us, and these morals you have to abide by. You know? There's some rules and some regulations you got to go with. You know? These people, they buy these kids those Call of Duty, boom, range or sniping and all this stuff. They give them a game because they're too busy doing other stuff to watch the damn kids, so they're not watching what their kids doing.
Right. Right.
You know.
People,
I mean, I personally know some people. Dude, I know some people like that, man. You know, and you see it happening, man. But you know, you're like, damn shame, you know. That kid's gonna grow up to be a monster. I know a kid right now, he's 9 years old, man. He's more hooligan than I ever was, you know.
Right. That's crazy.
You know? And I tell people, I said, you know what? I said, that little MF from there, listen to these guys before you start.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, he's out till 2, 3 in the morning on the class.
Damn. So my boy comes here, my son comes, well, my kids come, you know, they come, they want to play the game. Sure, play the game. Daddy, we want to play it, we want to play it. Okay, you can play Halo. Okay, you can play some of the other, you know, non-violent, well, I wouldn't say non-violent, but, you know, less extreme games.
Right.
I mean, they're babies, you know, okay, you know, and I'm right here with, okay, Daddy, you want to play, okay, whatever, bang, 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 whatever. And, you know, they know, okay, that's just a game. And it's crazy because they're 9 and 7. And they know, okay, that's just the game, you know, that's just what we play. But my older boy, my 16-year-old, when he comes, sees Grand Theft Auto, Daddy, can I play? Hell no, because right now, right, the way, your thought process, dude, and I know you're learning and you're a good kid, and that one thing I'm grateful about, he's not a disrespectful kid. He's not one, like you say, he's not one of those kids, you know, pants sagging out their ass, you know, disrespectful, you know, and I'm grateful because he's not like that. And at the same time, he's still a kid. He does dumb stuff every now and then. But I know with him, he's not at a point to where I can let him play that game, and he won't take what he sees in that game and go run out, oh, be this, and, you know, curse people out and act like a jackass. And at the same time, you're only 16 years old. I'm going legal. You're not 17 yet. No, you're not playing this game. And to where you get to a point to where you be more responsible. Because right now, my son put himself in a situation. I don't want to say this online. He put himself in a situation, and he's suffering a consequence for it. Maybe people may put it together piece by piece, but whatever. But right now, he's learning, like you said just now, there's an action for your consequences. You know what I mean? If you do A, it's going to happen. You know what I mean? And I've been teaching them, and sometimes kids, when they get on their own, you know, they got to make their own decisions. And, you know, and you want to make sure when they do stuff, they have you in their head, okay, I bet not go down that way. But then their own independence, let me see what this right here is like. Let me go down this road here for a second. And when you hit that brick wall, bam, then you come back to daddy or mommy or grandpa, whoever, you know what, you did tell me not to do that. But that's the whole point of us being here is so you don't have to go down some of those roads that we went down. That's the whole point of being an adult, a parent. Is to love you.
But you know what, brother? I'm so thankful I didn't grow up with the internet.
Right on.
Because some of the crap I did, man, you know.
Yeah.
And you know what though? When you're a child, you do what children do. And when you know, I was fortunate that I had a few people in my life, man, that I could look up to.
I know that's right, brother. Yeah, definitely.
you know, my father was there. My mother was, I grew up with being Native American, we grew up in a matriarchal society.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was, I didn't want to disappoint my mother, you know. So everything me being the oldest boy, and I got 5 sisters,
Damn.
everything I did was for them, you know, because that's the way I was raised, you know. And some of these kids that you see them every day, man. I mean, I hear some of these kids talk to their mama like this in the store, man. Man, if I would even thought about talking to my mother like that, I still wouldn't be able. I'd still be asleep. I'd still be in the hospital.
Yes, sir.
You know?
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think, you know, that ain't cute. You know, some of these people think it's cute, man. The other kid like, oh, man, what's up, nigga, man? What's up, nigga? And boom. No, hell no. It ain't no. And that's why, you know, like my daughter, like I have an apartment downstairs, and my daughter, she lives there, you know,
mm-hmm.
her and her husband and my grandson. And she's, you know, she tells me all the time she's thankful that my grandson is like my oldest boy. He's in California. His kids, you know, God bless him. He's a good man, you know, and his kids are growing up well. I got my grandson, his dad's here with him. I got my grandson, so he's got 2 good, influential male role models.
Definitely.
You know?
Definitely.
I believe that the child needs a good role model. Without that, it's tough being a kid nowadays, brother. All this bombarding, you know?
Imagine it, dude. Oh my God, I couldn't imagine it, dude. Oh man, I'd probably spaz out, to be honest. And I can understand some. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't condone none of the violence in school. Like this the other day, a kid. I forgot where at. Matter of fact,
Seattle in Washington. Native American dude. Yeah.
Yeah, man. He went, you know, killed himself, and he just won, you know, crown homecoming prince or whatever, or prom prince or whatever. But then the other kids, you know, who does that, you know, who spazzes out, you know, who gets to that boiling point because they get picked on, they get bullied, you know what I mean, online when they're at school, and then they like, you know, explode. And of course, it's you know, the worst way you could do it, but it's like for them, it's like, okay, did they have somebody that they could talk to? Because if they had somebody they could talk to and let them know, okay, this is how I'm feeling, this is what's going on, there's a strong possibility most of those incidents wouldn't happen. You know what I mean?
You know what, brother? I usually keep my thoughts about that to myself. Because, you know what, man? There is no answer for that, bro. This kid apparently came from a good home, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He knew about guns. He knew what guns would do. He grew up around the gun culture, hunting and stuff. So he was well aware of what a gun would do. So what does he do the minute he gets snapped? And 2 of the guys he shot were his cousins.
I know. I just heard that yesterday.
You know, so these are boys and men that he was hunting with. So he knew what that rifle and that gun would do, and yet he did it anyway. So you don't know what was going through that boy's mind, you know?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. You know, because I grew up around guns. My kids grew up around guns. Mm-hmm. You know? Mm-hmm. That was the last thing they were thinking about is grabbing a gun, you know?
Well, what makes...
I don't know. It makes you wonder what's going on with society's pretty jacked up, man. It's pretty jacked up, bro.
You know what most people say, especially religious folks, and you look at history and the way things go on, they're like, you know, it's going to get worse, and the way it's progressing in the negative, like I dare not want to say, you know, what much more, blah 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 blah, because certain things I don't like to say, and at the same time, you see it progressing in that, you know, that that negative direction. You have a strong feeling it is going to get worse. You don't want it to get worse, but it's like, man, what do we do? And, you know, some people have, you know, and I look at people who have ideas about changing the society from certain directions to a different direction, and they're great ideas, but our love of money, our love of oil, our love of necessity, our love of excess, man, it's like we would have to absolutely start over for things to progress in a positive or start fresh. You know what I mean?
Oh no, brother, you're right. This is a topic that's really good for your show, brother. You know, you have people on there. You know, that's what you should do. No, seriously, man, because you can go on to this for hours, bro.
Honestly, this is what sparked the idea for me to do it, because, and I know a lot of stuff is about the news, and like you said just a minute ago, And that's the, you know, I want to make sure this is what's going down. These are the facts. You know what I mean? Here's my little opinion. And at the same time, let's talk about it. Because the whole thing is just about engaging. You know, getting information out, engaging, and getting people involved. Even if you come in with the, I don't care. But, you know, be respectful, be in a way to where you can talk, you know, and be understood. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's not going to be in agreement. Everybody's not going to be happy. And at the same time, but we have to figure something out. You know, we got to because there's a lot of good game plans. You know what I mean? But as like you said a minute ago, as a society, we got to get our heads together. You know, this bickering back and forth. And I know it sounds mundane and it sounds, you know, okay, it's the same old thing. You know, it sounds plain. But at the same time, it's doable. It is so doable. Like,
yeah, you're right, because that's the problem. We forgot how to speak to each other.
Right on.
Look, you know my beliefs in certain ways, you know, but I don't look down upon somebody else that believes in another way. I respect that person's beliefs, you know, and I'm willing to hear that person. I'm willing to listen to that person, you know. I might learn something, you know, and I'm hoping that maybe he would be able to listen to me, and then, you know, vice versa. So usually I'm pretty open about stuff like that. Look at this guy. He's two-fisted drinking that Coke. Is that Coke?
Stop. So, how long? When did this hangout start?
7 o'clock.
Yeah, man. Where you get? Yeah. He was. Yeah, it's been about a half hour.
Okay, so yeah, so 5:35 here.
Yeah. You was kind of, you know, time was backed up. Maybe about another 30 minutes here. But you came in perfect time, Brian.
Why?
We just been sitting here kind of talking all kinds of stuff, man. We went from models to the world, you know.
Oh, here we go with the politics.
Oh, man,
Brian. Man. I got it done, man. 1 second.
Nah, man. I was watching the football games, man.
Oh yeah, you know what? I'm glad I didn't watch it, man, because my Bears got spanked.
Yeah, they did.
Hey, Kansas City beat the Philadelphia, didn't they?
No, Cardinals beat the Eagles.
You know what? I haven't watched any football all day, man.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. Last time I see this now was the Colts and the Steelers.
Steelers beat the Colts, I thought.
They were up. Up.
But the Cardinals did a comeback win, whatever.
I just like that the Eagles won last week, so that's all I care about.
That's all you care about, brother.
No, my wife's a Raiders fan, and the Raiders lost that week, and my wife's a Raiders fan.
Hey, Brian, I got a couple of coats of paint on my coupe.
Ah, that looks nice.
I was going to leave it, you know, the primer, but, you know, I couldn't leave well enough alone, you know?
Yeah.
Cool. I actually tried to build something today, so trying to finish that Camaro off. Did you guys?
One thing I'm building right now is a Halloween costume.
Say that again?
One thing I'm building right now is a Halloween costume for an 11-year-old.
Man, that brother Manuel looks like he's in one of those. What is that? The Blair Witch Project?
Part 2.
He's got the.
Hey, man, you know what's something messed up? The area where I live right now in the Poconos is where they filmed that bitch.
Oh man, it looks like you're in it, man, because you know
it.
Because the original filming was done at Penn State College. That's the very first version of the Blair Witch Project.
Was it?
I was so disappointed when they said it wasn't true. I'm like, oh, they were actors. Oh man.
Yeah, but they did a good job for an old 8mm camera.
God, they did well. They was the first one to start it. They was the first one to start that genre of filmmaking.
Yep.
And I even watched it again.
You know who really started that kind of genre of filming? And a lot of people don't give him credit for it. Is Bruce Campbell.
Who?
Bruce Campbell.
Oh, I thought you said Bruce.
Oh, what Evil Dead and all that?
Bruce Campbell started college B movies to go to different colleges after he made the Evil Dead series.
Yeah.
He started giving money to colleges so the colleges can make B movies. The film industry can keep on getting people being the film.
Sure didn't get no freaking out from thing. I mean, I see why he probably got successful behind the scenes, but they didn't make it like one of those, oh, this is what he did. Give him props. They didn't do that.
Well, he also taught people how to do cheesy equipment, like to make a movie and all that. He did like little like the very first Evil Dead. If you see how cheesy the ghost settings are, the chains and the blood and the guts, it was just so over the top. It was just a perfect movie. And that's my next model build is the demon underneath the stairs from that movie. I just ordered on eBay yesterday.
I didn't know they made that good, huh?
Well, they made the shack, and they had inside the shack they have this trap door. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some mill put and some sculpting and sculpt the demon eyes and everything underneath their hands.
Oh, all right. Good deal. You have it done before Halloween?
Huh?
You have it done before Halloween?
I'm doing that for next Halloween, but I'm gonna have it finished before that Halloween. Because I just moved into this new house, so I want to have something spooky on the table. With our tables in front of the window of our new house, and we have like it's a dining room / living room area.
All right.
In this house. So and there's this big window, so I want to put some spooky on there. Right now I have a bird. And she thinks she's a little crow, so she's saying nevermore for the past 2 days now. My little Tweety. I think James is the only one that saw my bird, right, James?
Hmm?
I think I showed you my little Tweety bird, my cockatiel that talks.
I think you did.
Yeah. She learned a new phrase today from Edgar Allan Poe. Quote the raving nevermore. She's been saying nevermore all day. So what are you working on, Jamie? Figurine or model?
Figurine, chosen.
Which army?
Chosen.
Huh?
Chosen, I guess. I don't know. Chosen chaos. Damn it. That's all it. Oh, my bad. Vengeance chaos. Sorry.
Aha.
Sorry. My bad.
Way I'm more gamer. All right. Listen, I have to bolt my. I think my 11-year-old woke up again. Hey guys. If you don't see me for Halloween, have a spectacular Halloween, guys.
Oh, brother, you too.
You too.
This is normal.
Hey man, Jamie started inviting people, man.
I already invited everybody in my whole 400 people, and I individually invited 25 people. I am not touching that invite button. It's damn near almost time to get off. If you didn't come later, you didn't come now. Too bad. You should have came in the beginning. Damn. My bad.
No, you should get all over Balthazar, man. He said he was all saying what time, and I'll be there.
I made sure everybody can invite.
Balthazar's in trouble.
I screamed it on every social site that's most popular, so nobody has an excuse. I understand people are working, people are busy, but then some people just didn't come. My homie,
Yeah.
And then you didn't come, which I'm a little disappointed about, but it's okay. Of course, my
I'm here.
Yeah, you're here. Which
I'm
glad
here.
about. Thank you. My homie, Nick, he always comes. He's always supportive. So
I was here.
Man.
Gil was first. After me.
Are you ever going to finish those?
Huh?
Are you ever going to finish those?
I'm doing a wash right now, so
Yeah.
this week I should be done. I wanted to say today, but we got talking when I engaged. I kind of pull them in.
You're painting them all the same scheme, right? Color scheme and all that?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. I didn't.
Because I can't do that, man. I feel like I have to individualize each one of them.
But then when they do that botch painting, botch painting, doing everything at the same time, that really alleviates time. And I'm too anal to kind of do everything at the exact same time. It's like like you said, it's like individual one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's like individually, you're still gonna make them all look the same for the most part. But I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But when you get better, you know what I mean? When you get better with the schemes and the color and the layering and get more comfortable, you know what I mean? You could, you transition to that. I think you automatically transition to that because you could, like I said, alleviate time, do them all right then and there. Hell, like I watch some people, they can do like damn 5 figures in like an hour. I'm like, how?
Yeah.
You just don't put much detail to it.
True, because some people, they just either paint for tabletop or they paint, just to, for their own highlight.
Yeah, at least for a tabletop, if they play the game, yeah, you're not gonna see it like the greatest paint.
Right.
I don't know. Just in my opinion.
No, you're absolutely right. That's what they say. You're absolutely right.
But see, I'll take those little things and I'll just take each one of them and then I'll try to make a separate base for them and make their own little diorama.
Yeah, what you should do.
Maybe I'll make an orc or two the same, and they're attacking each other, blah, blah, blah. But I gotta have like a scene to it.
Right.
But that's just me, man.
Word up, G. Word up.
Did you guys see Andrew's motorcycle?
Ain't that cool? I was watching that. I got one just like it over here, and I was thinking about building it.
Good job on it. So
Hey,
yeah. Nah, I'll be watching this later on. So, but I couldn't, man. I had to watch that game. It came down to the last second. So. Yeah, man. National Football League or January? Well, National Football League's gonna win.
Wow. Man.
I could talk to you throughout the whole year. Football going around for a little bit.
Hey, Brian. I was backing up my files because I'm gonna take my laptop and work on tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there and I'm backing it up, and I just so happen to open up my phone goes off, and I see the thing for the Hangout. So I turn it on, and I want to see who's on there. As I'm finishing up the download, and JP's there by himself and talking to himself. I said, "Oh no, man, I can't leave that brother in there by himself."
Dave, you should when you're on that live, man. Please join me. Come on, man.
Man, come on. Just one person. Come on, man. I'm kind of getting into it. I talk to myself all day anyway. Well, working. Whatever.
Yeah, there should be no political stuff on this, man. This is a Modelers HangOut.
Look, man. At a certain time frame. And you know what, Brian?
Yeah.
I'm not going to put you out there, but you can't talk because me and you sat and talked about politics for hours on end. So.
Yeah, off air.
I'm gonna get you one day. I'm gonna get you one day on there. I'm gonna get you one day.
Why?
Because people need to know how you feel, brother.
Oh, they do? Okay.
You're like, no, they don't.
No, they don't.
They don't need to know nothing, right, Brian?
No.
It'd be a disservice not to let them know, but at least a little bit.
No. I keep my bones to myself.
Man, you old school.
I am.
Yo, you old school. Brian's old school.
No.
You know what, though? He's got a point, though, man. I mean, look, I'll share some things, but most of the stuff I believe I keep to myself, man.
I don't want you to spill your guts. Just give me a little 20-minute, overview of how you feel about things. A little something, a little taste. Well, I can understand that because I did that, man.
I'm already on. Fernando.
Hey, just got off work. Having trouble with my computer, so I'm on my iPad.
No, sound like you're munching on something too.
Oh yeah, I haven't ate all day.
Yeah, see, fat man know when people are eating.
Can you see my camera?
I see your avatar.
Your avatar.
What?
Your avatar.
Okay.
Icon avatar.
I'll keep that on for a little bit.
Well, Packers and Saints 7-7, first quarter.
Saints aren't doing well at all this year, man.
Oh man, dang it, Rick. And
so. But anyways, do you see this one little poem here? Here's a poem for you, real short. You ready?
Go ahead.
I dig, you dig, he digs, she digs. everyone digs. Very short. It's a very good poem, but it's deep.
Man.
That's a knee slapper. Anyways, I just saw it on this Google thing.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, man. You don't want any quiet time in these live hangouts, you know. It gets kind of awkward. But
Yeah.
now, you know what? This is live and all that stuff, and I'll voice my opinion on this one, man. So, and I'll probably get lynched or something. I don't know. But that one, the European hangout there, man. I'm getting real tired of their titles.
Yeah.
It's I'm like, come on, guys, let's grow up here. And so, I mean, I don't know if they're trying to do that to attract more people in or what, like a marketing thing. But I just, when I see it, it's like, well, what? I'm not going to join this crap. And so I just saw that, Is this 18 plus? Yeah, it is. They put the title, or whatever they put on there, on the title and stuff.
I don't even want to know.
Saturday night with the...
It's gotten.
Yeah.
I guess it's a running joke, and it's cool for them, I guess, but it's getting to that point where it's not only disrespectful, man. It's starting to get kind of,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know exactly what you're talking about.
And the other thing is I guess we're the Westerners, and that's over the Easterners, I don't know. So Europeans or something. What do I know, man? They could just text me and say, shut the heck up. So,
Yeah, I'm sure you'll get a text or an email. Listen, Yank.
they don't have a clue who I am. So.
Well, you know what? I've been getting a lot of. I voiced something a while back, and I got two cats in Germany, a brother in Portugal.
Yeah.
A couple other guys. They show. You could tell who they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know that they're trolling your site when you can tell how long they watched you for. So some of these guys just show up and they're like 2 seconds and they're already giving you the thumbs down and they disappear. So it's like, yeah, okay, this is a personal thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's just interesting. I just don't understand why they have to put that in their little titles on Hangout. So, I guess it's funny for me.
Oh, yeah, the P's of plastic. Yeah. Maybe we're just not getting the humor, huh?
I know.
Because you know what? I know those guys. Well, I don't know them. I talk to them. They're not bad dudes. I just, it's just.
Well, there's a couple on there pretty cool. So I've seen before. And chat was, I think, 2 of them, I think. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've chatted with a few of them. As a matter of fact, I get an invite every now and then. Usually I'm with my grandson, so I don't have time during the day. I'm with my grandson, But anyway, yeah. You're not the first that said that. I've heard that before already, a couple of times.
Yeah. Bummer thing.
I know Freddie went in there one time and he asked him, he says, what's with all the burping? And then they told Freddie, they says, hey, that's how we say hello or something like that. It's an honor to burp in front of somebody, something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was. Freddie ain't got no filter, man. He says what comes to his mind right away,
Anyways, Jamie, you need to sit up straight, man, when you're painting. Sit up straight. There you go.
Oh, Jamie? Yeah, he's always like this, isn't he? He's always hunched over, man.
Because I'm always looking at something in darn stupid magnifying glass, and it's like, somebody told me, because that's the reason why I had to get a better. Remember, Ryan, when I had that real low table? Oh, matter of fact, it might have been you or something. No, it was Richard. Richard Cleveland said, you have got to get you a higher table because all that hunching over, in like 2 years, you're gonna have some serious problems. And next thing you know, like out of the blue, my neighbor comes, and I never said anything to him about it. My neighbor comes and says, hey, Migo, like, what's going on? Because he's Honduran.
Yeah.
I got a table for you. Really? And he just shows me this. you're gonna just give me this out of the blue? Yeah, the guy got a table. Figured you might want it. Okay, then next thing I got this real, I don't know, this is mahogany or oak or white oak, most likely it's real or red cherry, and now I don't have to hunch over so bad. But yeah, because I thought about that yesterday. Because I'm still kind of hunched over with the glasses.
Yeah. Yeah.
Supposed to do paint like this?
Your neighbor, is that the one that was preaching to me?
No, that's the neighbor on the one who's preaching here about Jesus. He's the one on the right.
Hey, Brian, I'm with him when they were in, and then somebody comes to his door. He walks over to the door, and you can hear him. He says, "I'm right back, Gil." So he's talking to this guy, and all of a sudden he says, "Hey, let me introduce you to my friend." So the guy, all I see is his belt buckle because he doesn't realize he's got to get down to see the camera, right? So finally, he looks at the camera like this here, and he says, "Hey, you know Jesus?" And I was like, the first thing that came to my mind was, "Yeah, I know a lot of Jesus's, man, you know." He started, and Jamie's like, "Hey, man, what's wrong with you?"
He's saying something about church, because I know he said something about church because I heard church. I'm like, no, that man say something. No, as soon as you mean, you know, Jesus in church. No.
It was funny, man. Yeah.
Was that a live hangout or just off air?
Yeah. It was funny, people.
Probably off air.
I think it was off air. Yeah, it was off air. It was funny though.
Well, and you got your two Mormon bros that show up too, don't you? Or
man, they don't come by no more, man. I think good.
You scared away, man.
Yeah, man. One went back to Arizona, and the other guy stayed. And he has a new recruit.
Oh, one came over here in Arizona.
Yeah, because that's where he's from. He's from over there. That's where he's from.
Where?
I'm not sure. You just said Arizona. No, the one who stayed is from Arizona. The one who went back to Colorado. My bad. It's right next to you.
Yeah, because you got Utah's obviously number one, and then it's Arizona is the next most populated.
Mm-hmm.
And, Idaho, I think. So.
Idaho, you go.
Idaho's beautiful. I'd be there in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So, but
What? I didn't steal this. God damn it! I mean, darn it.
Steal it? Yeah.
You didn't steal it?
I didn't steal it.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't steal it. I said,
Wait a minute. If I recall, you paint all your stuff, you do that stuff, and then you put your coating down, don't you?
Don't you? What?
Oh. You do all your painting, then you put your, is it varnish?
Yeah, varnish or future.
It all depends. Weren't you trying to do a wet blend there?
Damn it, no. I just wanted to do a wash. Before I did the wash, I was supposed to seal it, and I didn't seal it. God damn it. And I'm not going through I gotta scrub this off. I'm not doing that. Because I'm almost at a point to where I don't want to do any more of these. So I want to get it done. I think that's why I screwed. I don't know, maybe.
Uh-oh, burnout.
I'm not burnt out. I'm ready to do something else. Damn it, son of a mother. Blah, 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 blah.
Well, then just put it aside and start building a real model.
They're building a real model, he said.
Just
not real models, sir. Or big finishers or whatever the hell you want.
I can't say much, man. I haven't finished one for a while now.
But you've done so.
Yeah, but I keep talking on these hangouts, man. I can't do both, man. I'm not that versatile. No. Besides, I got the bench that way. I don't want to talk behind.
On a Saturday and a Sunday, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
coming off, baby.
I don't get anything done.
Yeah, you got a lot going on Saturday. Okay. Thank God.
Saturday, I'm sitting at this. Now, one time we were on Saturday, man. I was on it like for 10 hours, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that was funny. Last night when you guys all, everyone, you left, Gil, and then it just, started boom, boom, boom. And I was too busy on eBay looking at stuff. And then I started talking because it's quiet. Blah, blah, blah. I click over, I'm like, man, it's real quiet. Click over, man. And the only one that was in there was Chris, Primitive Molly. And he listened to me just on and stuff. And it's just like, oh, where everyone else go?
Yeah.
Shoot.
I hear you.
Hey, did you get your Q&A going? Well, we're gonna do a Q&A again, man.
No, he didn't get it going. I don't see any.
I had I made sure I turned the Q&A, the plot, the other one on, but during the YouTube tracker's not even working. I have it all in, but
You know what you had on? You had on the applause track. You know?
wait, hold. So what you're telling me? You can only do either or?
No, you could have them both on, I think.
I had them in the showcase, I had the applause, and I had the question and answer one. Any other time I've done that, it works fine.
Yeah.
Hey, YouTube tracker's not even.
Because the question and answers, I opened it up here, and there ain't no questions in there. And then usually you can see who's watching down here. It's not showing who's watching either.
No.
Yeah, come in. I don't want no baby. What's that? Thank you, though. Don't leave it open.
Thank God for alcohol. Yeah. All right, sweet.
You know what? I started drinking. I went out and I met up with some friends the other day, and they were not. I only drink a specific beer. I don't drink like Miller or nothing. So these people are going out of that beer. Since you want to try ginger ale and Jameson, whiskey. Man, I had 4 of those, man, and I was feeling it, bro. Man, that shit crept up on me, bro. That Jameson's crept up on me because this lady kept saying, do you want just one shot in her? I said, yeah. And she goes like this to me. She goes, no problem. I'll give you one shot. And she goes like this. You know?
Oh.
And then you got the cup, and she's hitting three shots in there, bro.
Damn.
I was wasting.
Yeah, you waited. I'm waiting.
Yeah.
What the kids say? You was turning it up or whatever the hell it means.
I was turning it up, brother. I was turning it up. I had to sober up before I got in my car. I'm sitting there for a couple of hours trying to sober up, you know.
Let me get it together.
Like, damn, man, I got to drive 40 miles to go home, man. I ain't going to drive. Because I won't do that, bro. I won't get in the car, you know, like that. So I'm sitting there coffee, you know, trying to sober up, you know.
All right. Oh my God, that's funny.
You know what? You can't taste that whiskey though because of the ginger ale, the way it cuts the harshness off of the Jameson, you know.
Yes, that's the whole point to make it feel like, oh, you know,
it was good. I said, man, I gotta get a bottle of that. I thought I gotta give me a bottle of that, and when we're sitting in hangouts one day, throw me a Jameson's and ginger ale on ice, you know.
Right.
I know Freddie drinks that shit. Freddie drinks the loves of whiskey. Don't you, Freddie?
Yep. What whiskey you talking about?
You drink Jack Daniels, though, right?
Yeah, I haven't had it in a while, though. It's amazing.
Yeah, I drink tequila, but I haven't had it in a while either. I only drink on certain occasions.
Vodka.
Yeah, I try to get on here on my iPad, but every time I hit join, my iPad goes back to the main menu.
Huh.
I don't know what's wrong.
You probably didn't. You probably have to get the app.
Yeah, it's probably that. Because
you know what? I tried to hook my camera up to my Mac over here, and it won't show it goes to my YouTube, but it won't show the Hangouts.
Yeah, it's all messed up.
You know, Jamie, if you want, you should start a show, another hangout or whatever. Start it real late at night, and call it "Interesting People" and see who comes in.
Interesting people. Oh, we were. Oh,
Like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, see who comes on.
I probably.
You know what? No, brother. You get all kinds of creepy ass motherfuckers. Yeah.
That's how I make a phone.
when you don't.
Oh, you'll
do
get
that.
some interesting people, all right.
Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah. You know what? That'd be nice. That'd be a great idea. You'd have to be there though. I ain't doing it alone.
I'll watch.
There you go, Brian. You got to be there with them.
Yeah, man. Watch.
Hold on, let me get some water. I'll be back.
I'm not doing it by myself.
I don't do that by myself. Okay, so
Hey, Freddie, that kid's gonna be mailed this midweek, whatever. So,
Brian, I really appreciate it because
Yeah.
it's really sentimental for me.
cool.
I mean, that's the first time I ever knew what a Black Widow was back in Germany in '72. I know that kit's dated 70 and 70s, isn't it?
It's a 68, I believe.
Hmm.
It's an old Airfix one.
See, back then when I was littler, I had smaller hands, and to me, when I held that thing, it was big.
Man. What's this?
I mean, you can you can get a higher price, a better kit with Black Widow, but the memory's not there. You know what I mean? The emotion is not there.
Yeah.
There's a lot behind that kit than just going out and buying the modern Black Widow kit, whatever. And it's not just a kit; it's it's the version that the box art, the lady in the that's the version of the nose art.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever built a airline?
Did you say 747 you're talking about?
Yeah, like 50 million windows. You have the max.
No, I haven't done that yet. That's probably the reason why I haven't done it.
I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they get all the windows out of there.
Yeah. So now that the new Black Widow by Revell, which I have down here, I haven't got to it because I've been hearing other mechanical problems about it.
Well, I got the Great Walls one,
Yeah.
and I already built the 32nd one. That was like last year.
Okay.
But like I said, those might be good kits, but the one that I wanted you to get for me was there's a lot more to it, you know.
Yep. Yeah.
Losing a dad.
I told him to charge you $39.95 for it.
If it was the last one on Earth, I'd pay $100 for it.
That's what I told him. I said, you know what? You gotta charge him $39.95.
How come every time you buy something off, like the British pound, it always ends at 99? 12 pound 99, 24 pound 99.
I don't know.
Oh, Darren Shanks doing his Secret Santa thing again, huh?
Yep.
I just noticed that.
So we're live. First of all, I want to thank you, Jamie, for inviting me.
Oh, no worries, brother. Thank you for coming.
I just got off work and I ran a few red lights to get here.
I remember.
You know he invited. You know when he invites you, it's because he's bored.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'm messing with you, brother.
See where Jamie's sitting at? That's his world right there. That's his world. Bam.
Oh, isn't it? You ever anything such as a styrene anonymous?
Yeah. I need to call that, man.
Yep.
So,
That's what you need, Brian. Styrene's anonymous.
I know, man. Jeez.
But he's got his all organized, and I'm gonna do that someday.
I want to see George. You know George from Scotland. I want to see him do a gig, man. I want to see him play the guitar and all that.
You know, apparently, from what I hear, he plays pretty good.
Yeah, you should see on Google Plus the photos he has of himself, man.
I've seen him.
He will stage and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez. And then when he's on the Hangouts, he's like real quiet, and, you know. Anyway.
Yeah, he is, isn't he? He's awfully quiet when he's on the Hangouts.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get if you get Chris going and they start talking to each other, man, Chris starts messing with him about his accent.
Oh, did I miss that one too? God, I'm missing a lot of videos here, man.
Yep.
Well, there's so many people now. I'm subscribed to 980 some subscribers channels. So
How many?
I'm gonna get the exact number here right now. I think I'm at 900. My subscriptions. Or wait, no, that's not it. We did too. 906.
Wow. That's a lot of people to be subscribed to.
Who's that?
Yeah. I'm up to 906. I subscribe to 906 channels. But I need to start weeding them out because there's some there that aren't around anymore. So.
Yeah, I think I got like something like 200 or something.
Max got like 800. I think 850 the other day.
Ooh, I just remember 2 weeks from now is the Arizona's biggest model kit show.
Uh-oh, better stay home.
Yeah, November. No, it's this weekend. November 3rd.
Uh-oh.
I still want to go to one.
Model Zona here, man.
Only for the vendors.
Well, dude, Andy invited you to go with him and you didn't want to go.
I was working. I always got to work. No matter what it is, I have to work. Work. I even missed the Saturday show. Work. Even maybe that afternoon show you had. Work.
How you feel, Mr. Fernando?
Hello there.
Eric.
We got.
Hey.
For those of you who don't know me, I'm the Bash Kid.
Oh, the background.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, how you doing, brother?
Tired. As Fernando said, I've been working too much.
We're
Red Dragon,
too much.
nice to have a chance to talk to you. Say hi.
How you doing?
Good. Enjoy your projects.
What do you do? What do you build, brother?
Sci-fi planes. Sci-fi planes. Any ships past World War II. Basically, I haven't really built anything in a few years, but they call me the Bash Kid because I take stuff and bash them together. And also, if you broke something, can't figure out what to do with it, I will help you figure out how to make a new model out of it.
Check that out.
There you go.
Nice.
Hold up a
Still
piece.
doing that?
Hey, if you hold up something in front of me, you can't figure out what to do with. Trust me, I will figure something out to do with it.
So you'll figure it out, huh, bro?
Hey, that's my expertise.
I hear you, brother. I hear you.
Cool.
And if somebody needs some help along the way, I do what I can.
I hear you, man.
And I have about over 1,200 models in my stack.
Good, man. Let's see.
Fernando, like you, I got work. Well, I'm working 4 days a week, and usually some of them are double shifts. And I'm also on dialysis, so that takes a lot out of me.
Now, what part of the country you in, bro?
Oh, I'm on the Eastern Shore, Salisbury, Maryland.
Okay.
About 120 miles from the capital of the United States of America.
Oh, okay. Cool.
My aunt lives in there.
I live in Salisbury, but I consider Annapolis, Maryland my home. I sort of got eggs out here a few years back.
Okay.
Yeah. The worst thing about it is everybody knows each other, so you don't have any secrets. And my family lives here.
We have the same problem we all have, styrene addiction.
No.
Man, 1,200 kids, I'd say so.
I lost count after 1,200, man.
I quit.
You lost count after 1,200. I got you.
Yeah, I lost count.
I actually quit counting.
Yeah.
I mean, I order something, I'm like, oh. Next day it's like, what's this box for? Oh, I forgot I ordered this.
Well, like I said, I do a lot of bashing. So when you see, like, for those, an F4 Phantom, 132 scale, $10. Why? hey, what's 4 or 5 of them when you're going to end up cutting them up in pieces anyway? For something like a drop ship, or maybe even a new beast dog, fighter, or how about a new space fighter? Like I said, it's all in imagination. And the one thing I really hate doing is figures.
Figures, yeah.
And hold on, I have done a couple of those 1/35th scale figures for my Jeeps and what have you. I've done a few vehicles. I'll do those, but as far as 1/6 and the other R scale stuff, nah, I'll leave that to the people who got talent.
I do stick figures better.
I can do stick figures, yes.
I do is probably the 1/72 where you can actually cheat because you can't see eyeballs. And, you know, that's small of a scale. But I would really love to have like Gilbert and Jamie. They do good figures, and you know, it takes a lot of patience. Like not patience, but knowledge and paint. And
Well, yeah, especially the way the cheek bones and the flesh and stuff like that goes. I mean, yeah, it takes some talent, more talent than I got, or should I say, more patience.
Patience, yeah.
See, the one thing I'm gonna try to learn my patience on is gonna use an airbrush. I'll use my patience on that. Okay, you guys are gonna have to excuse me for a minute. I gotta find an outlet, otherwise it's gonna be blackout city for me.
Oh.
So now, hey, Brian, have you started using that air? Now, I'm not trying to start anything now, Brian, but have you used your airbrush?
Yes, I've been using my airbrush.
On a figure or a model, not just
I
practice.
just painted the interior for the Camaro with it, the Z28 Camaro. I painted the interior.
hey, speaking of interiors on that subject, what is it? Well, I know I get into cars, but like say if I'm doing this Smoking the Bandit Trans Am, the interior, not the interior, but the the inner shell of the body. What do you color that? What do you paint that?
Okay, I'm back.
Would it be black?
What do you mean? What are you talking about? You're
Yeah,
talking
the
about
body
like,
color's black.
Like this inside here? You know, they primed it, but is that gonna be black too inside there?
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
can. You can.
Yeah.
You want to be.
Because the door panel's
Well,
going.
I figured, see, like with this one, I figured this is going to be black as it goes in here. So I figured I would shoot the inside red so it'll contrast with the black of this. You know?
Not like with
Dragon,
black.
you gonna put roll ball in there?
Oh.
I'm sorry, Eric, I didn't hear you, brother. What was that?
Are you guys putting roll bars in your cars?
This one has a roll bar in there. Yeah.
So you want roll bar, you paint that a different color. They'll show up nicely against a different color background.
Yeah, that's why I went with the roll bar. I got some all clad. I'm gonna shoot it in all clad in black. I've got the aluminum. And I'm gonna put the black with the aluminum, and then this is going to be black. You know, the actual this part right here will be black, and then the doors are going to be aluminum. So I figured, a little red will help out a little bit.
Right.
Give a little contrast on it.
Brian, do you like helicopters?
Yeah, if they cooperate.
I noticed you get a lot of special hobby kits for the 172nd.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do a lot of the 172nd Space Savers.
I have one. I forgot what it was. It's a Russian jet, but it looks like one of them German from World War II. I think
M262, MA262, or the HE163.
Oh, it's a MiG-3 or MiG-7.
That's Russian. Yeah, I thought you said German.
Helicopter kits are nice.
The Russian helicopters?
No, the Beauty Cobra.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice.
The reason why again, it's another childhood thing that I had in Germany that we used to see them flying, and back then those things were the deal. You know, the H-1G. This is way before the Black Hawk was around. You know, it's amazing how kids can bring you back to your childhood really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to tell you the truth, the Apache is still the #1 attack helicopter we have. The UH-1s are utility helicopters. I mean, they can
I was talking about like
them
the
as
70s.
yeah, they're modern Huey. I mean, they're utility helicopters.
They
Yeah.
fly all over here, Fort Sill. In fact, I saw a Chinook flying over here, but they used to have helicopters all over the place, but they transfer them to Fort Hood, I guess, now. And then we got an airport here, and there's no helicopters.
Well, you're down at Fort Hood. You got I forgot what
I was there for a year.
there's a division down there. I forgot what it's called. But
I think it's First
First
ID.
Cavalry.
Yeah, First Cavalry.
They got their own helicopter brigade.
Kind of like all the way back from Vietnam.
Oh, the helicopter brigade, yeah.
But no, we have Chinooks here. A lot of them. Back we used to have CH-57s here a long time ago. Those Sky Crane Sikorsky's.
Yeah, they're still in service with the Army.
Green Giant.
Now, here's a little trivia question. See if you guys know this. How come the Army doesn't have any fighter jets?
Army Air Corps. Well, how far back? Oh yeah, that's the only time I've noticed that they had any fighter or any airplanes. But like I said, World War II. But that's a nice question. I mean, I have no idea what the answer is.
Ever since the Air Force came into being, the Army was banned from having any fighter jets. They can have helicopter and all the prop planes that they want, basically, but nothing with a jet engine in it outside of a helicopter.
Does that have something to do with Germany?
Well, that has to do with what's his name? What the heck was his name? The general in World War II.
Patton.
No, the Air Force. Air Force.
Who do?
Germany?
I can't think of his name right now. The guy smoking a cigar all the time. That little fat dude.
McDouglas. Or MacArthur.
No, the Air Force guy.
Oh, Air Force guy. Oh, I don't know.
Air Force guy. World War II.
Well, actually, this came in being from Congress. They didn't want to spend double up on jets for both branches of the service.
He's the one that started SAC.
Did SAC start earlier in the 70s or 60s?
Back in the 50s.
Late 40s.
Yep. 49, 50, right around there.
Yeah, that color scheme. 3-tone color scheme. B-52.
He took over the Air Force, man, during World War II.
Yeah. And actually, the United States Air Force was actually called the Army Air Corps back in World War II. And before that.
I was always fascinated by the Tuskegee Airmen.
My grandfather was one.
Yeah. You know what, they didn't get a lot of credit that they deserved because, you know, they didn't lose a single. Well, you gotta die anyway.
Bombing due to enemy action.
Yeah, and then a few of them that shot down in C-362s. I mean, you can see the movie, right? But the movie, matter of fact, I like the first one better than the other one, the Red Tails, with Lawrence Fishburne in it.
Right. Well, that was for mass population. You had to get a lot in that 2 hours for everybody, you know.
They filmed that at Fort Chaffee, Arkansas, and I was in those barracks. When I saw that movie, I was like, I got a picture right there showing where they're shooting that scene, and we were in Fort Chaffee like 3 times the last 10 years, 15 years. And they shot it, you know, Fort Smith, Fort Chaffee.
Well,
But yeah, that's more like I like it better than the CGI stuff.
yeah. Well, my grandfather never talked much about the war. My grandmother told me more about it than what he did. And then a few years after he died, I went to a model show out here in Western Maryland, and one of the speakers was one of them. He was the Gigi Airman. So I went up to introduce myself as he was talking, told him who my grandfather was. It turned out they didn't know each other.
Oh.
Yeah. Apparently, my grandfather was a little bit of well, let's just say he was on a spit and shine.
Oh yeah, the army was different back then.
Yeah, but you know what? Like like I tell my nieces and nephew now, I say, you guys, you don't ask nothing about your family history. Just say this and that. But say, why don't you guys ask your grandmother about, you know, our father and stuff like that. We have a very historical family. I mean, my grandfather was Tiki Airman. My mother marched with with Martin Luther King. I mean, you guys talk about this stuff in history books like so well, and you guys don't realize your family actually lived all that stuff. I say, all you gotta do is just ask. Then they say, well, yeah, we know about this and that. I say, well, you guys don't act like you're proud of anything. I said, I was proud of my grandfather beforehand. Even so, when I knew what he did.
They did a lot back then in those days.
Oh, this is a good one. My nephew goes, or my niece goes, my niece goes, well, it ain't like it meant Oprah Winfrey. And I said, I actually met her 3 times. Said, you're lying. I said, yeah. I said before she went to Chicago and got this national TV show, she worked as a news reporter in Baltimore. And she also had a morning talk show with another reporter in Baltimore. I said, she came to my school twice, and I met her one time in one of the malls. I said, you meet a lot of famous people before they become famous. That's when you kind of really know who they are. And she's a very nice lady and everything like that. She always took time out to listen to students. I always told her some education is very important. That's it. I tell my niece and nephew, the one thing that's going to take them to life more than anything else is one word: discipline.
Yep.
If you ain't got the discipline to sit down, to learn something, to do something, you're not going to make it. You're always going to be going helter skelter.
Seems like nowadays the younger generation's all in the video games. And okay. Hey,
Well,
but
we have a couple of
well, I mean,
ads.
when I was young, video games to me was like a Milton Bradley game top of a television screen.
Dude, let me tell you about Pong. You ever heard of it?
What's that?
Pong. It's like table tennis.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, well, that was the first video game I ever seen, and I was around when it first came out.
Yeah.
Mid or late 70s. Yeah, mid 70s.
Then the Atari came out with that free Pac-Man game.
1600.
Yeah, my nephew showed me. He said he was playing this game. He said, all you gotta do is click this button 3 times, then move this button once, and then hit this one twice, and he does this. I said, boy, the last game console I had was called Genesis, 16-bit.
Yeah.
That was the last one I ever had.
360, son.
But I tell him, know all these moves and everything in your video games. But you mean you can't tell me the capital of the United States? One of them said Washington. I said, wrong, that's a state. I say, no, it's not. I say, yes, it is. I say, now, there's Washington, and then there's Washington, D.C. One the capital of Maryland, United States, you gotta say DC.
Mm-hmm.
Looked at me like I was from Mars.
Yep.
Oh, this is a good one too. I say, can you name the four capitals of the United States of America? People don't me go, huh? I say New York City, Philadelphia City, Washington D.C. I say you should know the last one. It's the capital of Maryland. Because, oh, Salisbury. I say no, Salisbury is where you live at. It's a little town. So why don't you try Annapolis? Annapolis, Maryland is the capital of your state. Also served as the capital of the United States.
You gotta teach the young ones, right, Gil?
Yep. That's what I think.
Sure.
Hey, I don't mind teaching. I just wish they were trying to learn a little instead of looking at you like it's some old goofball.
Ain't it?
How about you, Ray Dragon? Don't you have kids?
Me? Yep. I got 3 daughters and a boy. My kids are older now, though. Yeah. My youngest is 27 years old.
Oh, man. I have 15 nieces and nephews. And so far, I have 20 great nieces and nephews and 11 godchildren. I have no kids.
I got
Everybody
3.
Huh?
Yeah, no, my boy is 36. My oldest boy is 36. And then my oldest daughter is 33. And I have a daughter is 30. And then my 27-year-old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but have you noticed the difference in between your kids' generation and the next one under that?
Oh, yeah. You see it all the time. Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, what happened here?
Yep. We were just talking about that, were we not, James?
Sure, we were. Sure, had a good conversation about that.
I mean, I was
We were
building,
talking about that.
when I moved down here, one of my nephews saw all my models. I said, oh, wow, can we build these? Can we do this? I said, yeah, sure, no problem. I said, I told him, this ain't go together, real quick and everything. It's a patient thing. You're going to have to take your time, put it together, paint it, and do a little this and a little that. He said, well, I can get it done in 2 days. I looked at him and said, you want a toy. Toys R Us is down the street. This is a model.
I heard that.
I said, even beginning models, you got to do more than that.
Yep.
So, but I got one of those skill level 1 fighter planes. He's trying to tell me that's too easy for him. I say, okay, just put it together, follow the directions. It's already pre-painted. What you have to do is put it together, 1 screw, snap pieces, and some decal. There was actually stickers. I come by his house a week later. Nah,
And you done, is it?
nope, wasn't even touched since I gave it to him.
Remember we used to twist off the parts off the screws and just glue them with not the liquid, but the tube glue.
Mm-hmm.
I still have some of that too.
Well, he didn't even have to do that. Everything snapped into each other with 1 screw. That's it.
Hey, Jamie, I'm going to tell you something, brother. You still got some of that. That's the first glue I bought last year when I got into modeling. I bought some of that testers in the tube.
Hey, I took him here.
And
I bought some just for the heck of it.
Well, my first model was a SR-71 in the battleship Arizona.
Yeah.
My grandfather gave me one tube of glue. There was nobody around to show me how to do anything with models, but my grandfather said I was very good with looking at how things go and everything like that.
That Arizona is a good. Well, it's a Revell kit. That's a good kit.
I don't know. I'm talking about something like 700 scale, real. I mean, something that I shouldn't have been working on at the age of 9. Well, I got the plane together anyway. It took me 2 tubes of glue, but I got it together. What's 72 scale SR-71? 2 tubes of glue.
In one color, no camo or nothing. It was easier.
Nope, I didn't color it. I didn't paint anything. I don't think they would trust me with paint at that age. Everything looked great. Then a couple days later, it just started to sink in, just started to deform, and that went a little crazy. What? Then I told my grandfather that something was wrong with the kid. He had a big back. And it found out how much glue I used. You used way too much glue. So I just started having fun with it after that. I took an eyebolt, drilled it in the back of it, in a string, with a lot of touch and go landing with it. Then, of course, later on came the firecracker, but we won't talk about that.
Yeah, firecrackers and models. Bam.
Firecracker.
But you, Red Dragon, who was your first model?
You really want to know?
And if you're going to show it to me,
Yeah, last year. This is my first model.
hold on a second.
I don't know what my first model was. Oh, it was a 0.
Hold on a second.
Oh.
That's
That's
in his
fun.
room.
Hey, Jamie. Jamie, you ready? You ready? Where's Jamie? Because I know Jamie's going to give me some shit in a minute. You ready, Jamie?
Uh-huh.
This is my first model.
Bullshit. Excuse me. And how long ago did you do it?
Last year. I see this piece here. I made this new piece out of Abe's epoxy sculpt, and then I added these on it. I added this on the top.
Didn't somebody clone that?
Yeah, I added this. Yeah, I added all these here.
Diecast.
I added this. What you say? This ain't no diecast, man. Just look.
Diecast. Hurdle. Hurdle.
Hey, Jamie, these legs in here, I filled them in with epoxy sculpt right in here.
Uh-huh.
You know what?
All that over here.
Red Dragon, I don't like you anymore.
You don't like me?
Well, first of all, if that was your first model a year ago, you did that good a job. And then I turn around, I see your work area.
All I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying no more.
I see your entire work area. You got a spray booth, you got this and that behind you. Yeah, all this paint and everything. I'm really starting to hate you. I've been building models since I was 9 years old, and I had never had an area that's good as that.
Oh, no, man. I've been. Hey, Freddie, have I not been collecting this throughout the year?
Yep.
Freddie's known me the longest, man. Freddie's known me about, what, 9 months, Freddie?
Yeah,
Oh, I
almost.
believe you.
Almost a year. A little, yeah, no, you've known me about a year, Freddie.
We got somebody
Why
else.
did you ask me? Yeah, everybody keep asking me how come I have so many models. I said, well, when I was younger, it was my retirement. Something to do when I retire. And he has a very nice yellowish beverage there and a nice stein.
Yeah.
This with my background looks like.
Look at this. Look at this guy.
Yeah. Look at that, man.
That's only one more.
It could use a lot of organization.
Oh, it will be there. Maybe I've been saying this for 6 months, maybe more. But
Well,
money's-
you've been saying that since last year when you had that operation on your belly. You were supposed to be fixing all that.
yeah. Couldn't get up.
You remember last year when you had that operation? Oh, once I'm big, I'm gonna straighten
Yeah.
all this out. You didn't straighten nothing out.
I know it hurt. It hurt.
Listen, I had kidney transplant before. Don't give me that.
Yeah.
Kidney stones are worse.
No, transplant.
Oh, transplant.
Oh, you had the transplant, the full transplant.
Yeah,
There it is.
it's great while it lasted anyway. 3 years.
Jamie, what kid is that?
What kid is that?
This is a 1971 Dodge Charger. That's this right here.
Is that what you're gonna start on?
No, I've already done that. That's this right here.
All right.
Anybody got a spaceship? So any spaceship around?
Yep.
Yeah, I want to see a spaceship.
It's not done, but
I'm gonna tell you how to break it off. And then what to do.
Right there. See that? That's the space battleship your model. Freddie's got one too.
Oh, nice. Is that the 500 scale?
Yeah. That's a 750, right, Freddie?
Oh, 750?
Well, it's supposed to be 500 scale, but it's a little bigger. 350 is more like it.
Yeah. I think it's 350.
Spaceships.
Where's my glue?
I gotta show you mine.
Yeah, he's got one too.
Oh, that's nice, Brian. Yeah, I got it. Those things are red, too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's diecast. Bullshit. Diecast. Diecast.
No, it's not. See my little laser marks in there and stuff?
Diecast.
I don't
Diecast.
have the patience to do the lights, though, man. I just don't fiddle with the lights, man.
This is not done yet, but it'll do it now.
Oh.
And there's the diecast toy.
I wish it was.
And what's that, NPC?
Oh, fine molds.
That's a fine. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I do something that these guys don't do either, man. Oh, that's that fine mold Falcon. That thing's beautiful.
Yeah. Looks like,
You
it's like
got
forever.
the blast out because you can't see the figures in there, but I'm amazed, man. You can.
Freddy's got deep pockets.
Yeah, man, trust me. I've seen a friend of mine put that together, put lights in it. It's unbelievable how many parts
50
they
million
have.
parts on this thing too. I mean, talk about
Yeah.
real small. You have to glue them here and glue them there, glue them there.
Here you go, Jamie. See that, man? Do a dinosaur, man.
Oh, snap, yep. That's yeah.
Hey Brian, was that an A-wing you showed us?
That's a
Yeah.
cheap old Lindbergh right there, man.
Got a spaceship. That's my spaceship.
AMT A-wing you had?
I have that scale. I have the next one up, the 22-inch, and I have a 357.
I gotta build this. Remember that show?
Oh, hey,
Buck Rogers. I gotta find out what color that is.
the Draconian Marauder.
Molded in coral.
Yes, it's called the Draconian Marauder.
I bought this off eBay and it's like a 1979.
Right.
Still wrapped up. And after
Right.
I was taking it out of the package, I thought, man, this is the first time in what, 30 years that this thing's seen daylight.
Yeah, it's an old kit. Let's see. Oh, right here. Hang on one second.
You got one of those, don't you, Brian?
What?
What he's got, that Buck Rogers thing?
Who's got Buck Rogers?
Freddie.
Let me see.
I have two of those.
Oh, you sorry? No, I don't have one of those. You sorry, sucker.
You know what? I never seen them come out that year. I guess I wasn't
Well,
even.
wait a minute now. He got you the helicopter, send him to Buck Rogers.
I didn't give him a helicopter. There we go. All right, we're on. You want that? You want that Black Widow? Give me that Buck Rogers.
It's supposed to be $50 a piece,
I'm just kidding.
but hey, this is another sentimental kit.
Oh, right here.
How's this?
Oh, there we go.
See that?
Yeah, I see the thumbnails. Yeah,
You
I
don't see the picture?
Viper. There's the Viper. Wow, there's a new. Is that the new Cylon ship down there?
You guys don't see the picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see.
The Draconian by itself?
Oh no, I don't see that yet.
Okay, hang on. They just did a. How about. What do you see now? Hold on. Sorry, they just did an update on my operating system, man.
Hey, Manny.
Yeah, they keep changing some things around. How's that?
There, yeah, I see it.
This was, I don't know who made it. If you can see the name on the slip, knock yourself out.
What color is that? That's what I want to find out.
That's actually probably two shades of color.
Yeah.
If you actually look at the model is almost the same color. It's
Yeah,
more than color.
Brownish. I mean, I'd like to find out what paint that is.
Burnt
Mixed.
orange.
And it's a little shading. That's all that is.
It's called the Send It to Brian color.
There you go.
Well, this is one of the models they had at Model Fest. I mean, Jersey Fest.
There you go. Look at that.
It's a Starfighter.
Yeah, that's one. They had those at Kmart at the time, but I just never was at Kmart back then when course, I didn't drive back then, but they must have had them kits all over the place. Now you can't really find them anymore.
Yeah, I actually traded 3 Bandai's Star Trek. I traded the NX-01, the Voyager, and the Enterprise just to get that one model.
Yeah, those are hard to find.
All I gotta do now is put it to getting a light kit made for it, for the soundboard. And once I get that done, it's gonna be really sweet. And I have another one.
I like that when you put them bombs in it. Marauder's tailpipe, that Tiger Man. Bottoms up.
I'm just gonna fast through these. So if you guys want me to stop on something, just let me know.
Okay.
This is stuff from Jersey Fest this past year. Any of you guys went to there?
Ah, that's cool right there. What? Go back, go back! What? I like that right there. What size, what scale is that?
I have no idea.
Uh,
It was I was helping board Compton and Ralph Tenner from Tenner Control.
Brian?
I would have to say 172.
yeah, or HO 172, 186, whatever.
Yeah.
Brian, you like that kind of stuff, right?
Huh?
You like all those little buildings and stuff, right?
Yeah, I just never get my butt to building.
Can you see the enlargement?
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay. I'm not sure what they did to it, but they seemed to straighten everything out that they did on last update that I hated.
Check this out, Brian.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh snap!
That's what we said. Well, build it. Do something with it. Don't show me.
Hold
Yeah,
up.
I'll send them to you, dude.
Now here's the same building more down on the street level. It's really good.
Super built.
Yo,
Yeah, see, that's really cool, man. See, look at that, man.
look at that. I can't wait in 10 years. I know you. I cannot wait to see what you're doing.
I love it.
It feels I think the guy's wearing one of those masks. Yeah, look at that guy over there with a big overall. You see him, it's like run for your life.
There's an
Is
Indian.
that a mask on him?
I don't know, man.
Like it.
It's like he's seeing.
Like an executioner mask or something.
I know. It's like you see him run for your life.
Building.
Oh, man, that looks like Leatherface, man.
About to do something devious.
Another face.
Hey, I'm gonna be going here because I think we're having London broil.
All right, brother.
Lucky you.
Chow time over here.
Okay.
That was really cool. There's the overview.
What time is it over there? Is it the same as Central Time?
It's 6:46 here in Arizona.
He's an hour behind. 2 hours behind. He's on Pacific time.
It's like 86 degrees out right now.
9 here.
Brother.
Yeah.
It's
It's starting.
9:51 now.
Starting to cool down over here. It got in the 50s last night.
Oh, there's that wolf. I seen those around, those faces on those like plates or whatever.
Yeah. Well, the Jersey Fest, they're known mostly before this year for all the statues and figures and stuff like that. This year is the first year that they really wanted to do a lot of sci-fi stuff, try to be more like Wonder Fest, I guess.
Cool. All right, man. I'll catch you guys later. It's nice meeting you, Eric.
All right, bye.
Brother, we'll see you later.
See you, Jamie.
Later, Bubba.
Happy spelling.
Now, here's all the awards. If you guys look at the big box on the very bottom shelf, that's a 3-foot Battlestar Galactica that was given away as an award.
Is it resin?
Yeah, Sansar, Mike Sansar. I
Yeah.
think what's his name.
Oh, is that The Exorcist? Creepy.
Yeah.
That's Reagan.
Like I said, they do a lot of figure ships. I mean, figurines.
Oh, that would creep me out if I had that in here.
What?
That Exorcist bust.
Oh, dude. I still haven't seen that movie.
Oh,
Oh, I've seen that part. You have to see that part. But once I saw that, I went.
I never ate pea soup ever again after I saw that scene. I've never had pea soup ever and ever again. Came out with some kind of drink now. It's called Naked something. It's in the stores. It's like a juice. It's like a kiwi fruit and something else. Broccoli mixed up with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's like, what the hell is this stuff? It reminded me of something, you know, and I thought, oh, God, no. Of course, I didn't buy it. Somebody else bought it. I won't mention any names.
All right, guys. Here's a better picture of the box.
Yeah, it's got to be that big resin one.
Yeah, 3 feet long resin one.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah, I saw the Brad Hare build on it,
Yeah.
and it's a lot of work. That's a lot of work.
But that original was, the filming model is what, 6 feet long?
6 feet long. That has studio scale.
And they cannibalize all kinds of tank models.
Yeah, I know. It's like,
Yeah, tanks.
yeah. Have you guys seen the Mobius Battlestar yet?
Yeah.
I can't believe how well the detail is. I mean, I had one of those monogram battle, a couple of those, and I compared it. I was just like, holy
I
crap.
got the monogram one here I had for 30 years. I mean, it's been with me for 30 years. When I first got it, I sprayed it with cheap tester spray can white.
Mhm.
And this last year, I redid it and everything else, and that's when the Mobius one came out.
Yeah. Now that AT-AT right there is about 2.5 to 3 feet tall.
Hey, Gilbert, where's your at?
Well, it's back here. Look. All right, Jamie, you want to give me some more shit?
I'm
Not
not,
diecast now.
not gonna say anything to you, bro.
Did you ever finish it?
No, I still got a little bit more weathering to do on it. All right, you ready, Jamie?
Not
I'm ready.
diecast.
Yeah.
I guess.
Is that the wind-up one?
Oh, cool.
Is that the one that winds up and walks? Or
No,
tries
this
to
is the
walk?
model.
Bottle.
Oh, okay. Well, they had one that wind up and
Bandai's supposed to have one
MPC
that come
did
out
one
like
like that.
Yeah,
I think Bandai's going to have one like that.
You guys ever heard of Photo Etch?
Oh, yeah. Nice start, Gil. How long have you had that one, Gil?
About a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever use Curve Graphics products?
Yeah, I have.
That's Paul right there.
Called it what?
Guy named Paul. He's the owner of Curve Graphics.
Oh, yeah. They do the photo etch for the Mobius collection.
Yeah, I mean, he does it. I mean, he's I like going to the show, to the convention, because you get to talk to some of the vendors and everything. Easy to talk to guy. Loves to demonstrate anything and answer questions. See, that's the thing that I like more than anything else. You know, when you're giving over all this money, you know you're going to
Kind of like,
an idea.
Gilbert, didn't you say you went to the show and the Squadron was there and you asked them a question, or was it somebody else?
No,
You
it
asked
was
them a question,
it
they
was
act like they didn't want to answer you?
They didn't want to answer me. I asked them, I says, hey, something about I can't remember what it was, but I asked him, I said, hey, can I buy that? He said, nah. No, I asked him a question. He says, you go on the website. I said, but you're here. You know? He was being a little jerk, yeah.
See, that's what I hate more than anything else. You're going to give your hard-earned money to these people.
Yep.
And they act like, they don't want to have time for you. It's their job to sell themselves along with their product.
Yeah.
Now, this is Paul's show when he was showing that side of the photo action.
Hey, Jamie, I'm going to have to split, man. I got to let the dogs out and stuff, so.
Alrighty, brother. Yeah, it's been about 3 hours. I'm going to go ahead and shut it down.
Yeah, Joe McClaskin, you didn't even got a question here. He says, Brian, that gal has glowing eyes. He was talking about the doll that Brian's got in the background there. What's going on, Joe? What's happening, brother? All right, I got to split anyway, guys. Hey, Freddie, what time you going to work tomorrow, Freddie?
No, I don't work tomorrow. I gotta go myself. We have to go somewhere to eat something.
Okay, here's a free tip to anybody who can tell me this guy's name.
He's going to be on tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
All right, because I'm going to drop my. I'll probably have my. I don't know. You know what? Better. I won't even be on because I won't have my computer. I'm dropping my computer off tomorrow. So.
Oh, yeah.
All right. All right, guys. You guys have a good night, man. Jamie, peace, brother.
I gotta go later.
All right. Well,
What's that?
I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. All right, good people. Thanks, everybody, for coming by and watching another episode of the Modelers HangOut. I appreciate everybody who came to drop by and hang out with us. And we're going to go ahead and shut it down, and we will see all of you guys next week. We'll be here at the same time, same channel, Sunday, 7 o'clock p.m. East Coast time. So all you guys be well. Mr. Eric, sir, it was a pleasure meeting you, and thanks for giving us a little bit of wisdom there. We always do that here at Hangout.
Go ahead, I can drop in. Say hi to you guys.
All right,
All
man.
right,
See you again next time, brother.
Okay.
All right, later. Everybody else, y'all be well. Later. Remember, Deuce Line say 2 times, be good to yourselves and each other. Later.